Okay, so we're walking back, and does the torch actually light things up so it's not...
Yeah, it's just, there's just no light coming
No light coming out. I was just making sure.
Yeah.
He's got the torch, but I'm not okay.
So
what, he was afraid of the dark, so he didn't come with us?
well, you were all kind of spread out, so I assumed you would have met back up at the tavern or whatever. Or up with Thor, who's standing in the middle, since he was the one that... Oh, no, yeah, that's right. Thor's lightning was what caused it to...
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, because you brought lightning
Yeah,
back.
me and Thor zapped it together.
I don't remember that.
And everything went black.
You know what was one of my better ideas?
This will work completely! Or fail miserably. It was a crash.
Our color changing strobe light is annoying. Let's just turn it off so we have no lights.
Well, you wouldn't let me put the giant speakers on the side so we could have a dance party. Big gay dance party inside, since I guess we're all gay.
You have no reference to that.
Okay, so...
I like to point out, we are all going to point it out anytime he says anything remotely gay.
Oh, yes! We're just going to start yelling gay, pointing.
Apostate!
Yeah.
Okay.
Apostate! Who takes it in the ass?
Apostate!
A prostate! Off the rails again!
Wordplay!
To be fair, you have to ever be on the rails.
We were on the rails for a good 2 minutes.
I explained this before. You guys are always on the rails. I just have 18 of them going nowhere near the plot. I'm intelligent. I know how to railroad you without actually taking you to the plot.
Okay, so let's get near this plot, or as close as we can get before we decide, fuck that, let's go over here.
Well, at this point, it's kind of up to you to figure out what you want to try next.
Well, were there, like,
if you have
caverns or something?
Yeah, there's caverns, and there's like a forest, and...
But it's dark. How are we going to find the cavern?
We all have a torch.
Is that going to work? Because you made it sound like last time, like they're...
That's why I asked.
No, he just asked it.
Yeah, and he said no light is coming in.
It's just, there's no light coming in. It's basically like being in a room with no doors or windows. There's no...
So
I imagine the only light is light from inside town.
The dome.
And when you turned it off, it was broad daylight, so everybody didn't have lights on in their houses. So now they're stumbling around trying to light candles.
So it's like if on the dome somebody just went around and just started spray painting it black.
Yeah.
Or put a big tarp over it. Whichever.
You ever stuck your head under the blanket? Yeah, that's what happens.
I'm gonna go look for that cave that we were in when we first came to this town.
Jimbo can take you there. He's been there.
So have I. You're welcome to come along, but...
Let's go.
Well, you should try and find it, figure out I know what it is.
Well, between...
Well, we're stumbling around in darkness. It might be a little harder to find.
The five of...
It's one of those things you'd be like, hey, where's the caverns? That way or that way? That way, gotcha.
Between the five of us, we should be able to find the difference between our ass and a hole in the ground. Maybe.
I would hope so.
Found it.
Wait. No, that's my ass. No, that's my ass. Oh my.
Boom. But I felt it. Wait a minute.
Hey. Jimbo snuffs the light and we all start playing grab ass.
I'm wearing a sequin jumpsuit.
You'll have to go to his channel to get that one.
I'm not so sure that applies right now.
He's done
It got dark.
That was an app song
lonely.
for him.
I know.
I told him that I now imagine him in the old Elvis jumpsuit at all times. Jimbo is a bunny man in an Elvis jumpsuit.
Okay.
That's how he is in my brain.
Either that or Samurai Jack with rabbit ears.
Well,
They both work.
The bunny man, but he's in an Elvis.
He's got one ear curled down.
His
That was
sword
like
comes
terrible.
out of a guitar. Because it makes it awesome. Okay, so we're looking for these caves.
Okay, well, they're not too difficult to find. You remember where they are in relation to like the tavern.
Okay, so can we see anything from these caves?
Well, from the entrance you see cave, but you do remember when you were coming out, there were other branching paths. Like you were led straight out, but there were other ways you could go. So it's not just straight to a dead end. Are you looking for anything in particular? Or
I want to
just
know if the
searching?
crystals are still glowing.
Yeah, they kind of sparkle a little bit.
Are they
Very-
like casting
very dim.
light or?
Yeah, it's very dim.
Okay. I guess I'll just follow down one of the paths.
Or we just, I was gonna say, do we just want to go?
Flip a coin.
What are my options?
Wait. We're going
Left.
left. I like how we both picked the same direction.
I was gonna say north.
How many other paths are there?
Well, from the entrance, there's 2 ways to go, but each of them branches off 2 or 3 different ways, depending on which way you go.
Could just split up.
Isn't the rule left? Always go left.
No, the rule is always split up when Mike's not in the party.
Yeah, I know, he just mentioned splitting. I don't know what's in this. I don't want to get down a path because there's going to be a group of 3
Well,
and a group of 2.
there's 5 of us.
There's either going to be a group of 3 and a group of 2, or 2 groups of 2 and Thor.
Because Ichigo's too much of a pansy to go by himself, right?
I'll go by myself since I'm invisible the entire time.
Oh, that's right.
Well, he doesn't mind splitting up, because you don't even know he's there half the time anyway.
Yeah,
That's true.
Just every once in a while. Okay, you were there.
Well, just imagine Thor would just go where the hell he wants.
Yeah, if somebody else gets in trouble, Thor will just walk through the
walls.
walls to get to them. So will Shinta for that matter.
Where are you?
I can't walk through walls. I'm not that good.
Shinta could walk through a wall.
We were playing Smite, we had a Thor on our team, and I told him to make a door in the enemy's base. He didn't get it.
No, he literally typed what, and then he goes, never mind. Because as soon as he said it, I said, you know they're not going to understand that. And he goes, yeah, I know.
It made me laugh.
I feel like unless it's one of my 40 subscribers, I don't think he's going to get it.
Well, me and Thor can go right.
So you can talk to yourself?
Yes.
I was gonna say, so you and you can go right? Why is you Jimbo and Thor is not you?
Because
Because
Thor
Thor is
talks
a
in third
community
person.
character.
Because
Oh, okay.
Thor is everybody.
everybody has played.
Thor is every man.
He's the best of all of us. Or the worst, I keep saying.
He's the funniest of all of us.
Well, I imagine that Thor talks in the third person.
Yeah. Thor make door. That's his catchphrase.
Thor says,
Unless you want a different configuration.
Although I feel like he just says Thor make door because it rhymes.
I'll just go
Yeah.
far left, I guess.
That doesn't bother me either way. I have both my guys are, one's a ranged guy, one's a close. So I don't care if you want to split up.
You have one ranged character.
Oh, we're in a cave. How useful is that?
That's why he doesn't want to. He wants to be by Thor. Wait, no, he doesn't. He hates Thor.
Oh yeah. I wonder if he might have the dark spot.
No,
Maybe not.
I keep forgetting that he doesn't. He's gonna have to eventually.
I think.
grow
Well,
up.
he's gonna have to
let's
be
be
by
honest. His choices for normalcy is the assassin,
Yeah.
who's invisible.
Yeah, his choice is the dude that just disappeared. So it's either
I can imagine.
Dark
Can I
Spawn,
follow you?
Dark Spawn.
I'm over here. Oh, can I follow you?
I have low light vision. I don't know who else does.
So Jimbo,
Jimbo does.
So really and truthfully, though, that should be 2 different teams.
Yeah.
in case your torch goes down.
So I guess we can split. He's fought side by side with him, so he kind of figured there has to be different rules here. Nobody else is really weirded out by it. Granted, yeah.
So far, the configuration is all 3 players go their own way.
Yeah, because I don't like that plan. Because one of us is going to end up,
Well, you want your ranged guy to go with Jimbo?
Well, no, because they both have low life.
Oh, that's true.
And that's what I'm saying.
So he's gonna have to go with Thor or
Basically,
Ichigo.
Yeah, so it's gonna have to be like that.
I'm trusting you not to infect this world with darkness.
Well, like I said, they have been through. He's been through an adventure.
At this point, the questions of "Are you a darkspawn?" have pretty much been answered.
Yeah. This world lives in different rules, so you want to take Thor and Hawkeye one way, and the 2 Japanese dudes the other one.
I forgot to put that back in here so we could use them.
It sounds like the funniest.
And we'll send.
He can go where he wants if he wants to go left.
Well, we'll send. So if he's going left, then
you've got essentially
Thor and
you've got 5 unexplored paths.
But I don't want to split it up one at a time because I don't want to run into something that.
I'll send the. Yeah, I'll send Jimbo and Ichigo right, and so Thor can go straight.
Yeah, there goes.
You all end up together now. God damn it! I really want to do that every time you plan. Every time you plan, I really want that to be the case.
Because we all huddle together when he's playing. We actually just stand in a circle.
And I'm like, I can go ahead. You guys can catch up to me in about 2 minutes. No, we gotta split the party. Next campaign, everybody go your own way.
I don't want to do that part. That seems like a bad plan.
So, let's do Thor and Barton.
Okay.
We'll start with them. Oh, by the way, sat in that chair last week. Figured out why you're so distracted. You can't see the table. You're way too. You're like all the way on the floor. That chair's so low. Anyway, go see. I'm gonna have these organized by the time this is over. Alright, so you are. I mean, it's obviously it pretty much looks the same as you're going through. You walk for maybe 5 minutes. You're very deep underground. It's very slanted as you're going. You can tell that you're maybe a little more than an entire house story underground, but you come across the path ends rather abruptly. You see it, so you don't fall or anything, and then it's very steep, like a slide off going down to the right, and there's a big cavern. There's a very large cavern, and clearly in the center, at the bottom, is a giant stone table.
Can we see anything about the table?
I mean, I can roll perception to see if
I
see.
Is it really dark down there? I'm assuming
it's low light.
Can he shoot a flaming arrow down there to help light it a little bit?
Well, let me see if I can get a look at it first, since I have low light and I have really good perception.
Thor can't see.
Give it a minute. I have to pull out the right.
Oh, by the way, because you just made me think of this.
Mm-hmm.
Blind man is handed a cheese grater. He hands it back a couple minutes later and says, "That is the most violent book I've ever read." I was watching a stream the other day, and there was just non-stop jokes the entire stream. We were all just stating jokes. That was probably one of the funniest ones.
Yeah, perception. Because I get a plus 14 to my perception. I rolled a 29. And if you can do math, you know how much I rolled.
A 2.
I'm too busy organizing for those of you.
I talked right into the camera.
Even though the microphone's not over there. We always do that. Why don't we have balloons and everything else? Anyway. Oh, because I didn't give anybody. Okay.
So do I say anything with my 29?
Where are you? What? Oh, wait, his is yellow. Never mind.
Yeah, mine right there. I already handed him.
Anyway.
Where are mine? I
Sidetrack.
ate them. They were delicious.
Cardboard. It's good for you. Anyway.
Pulpy.
So, on the stone table, there are lots of intricate designs. What look like you would recognize as they look like runes for maybe enchanting, but they're not like lit up like they're active. And the chairs are also stone with the runes all over them. And
It's a room. Room.
There are stone plates set up in each chair.
And Thor goes, ruin the room? Okay.
Slides. Whee! No, wait!
Stone plates, like as in like square pieces of stone, or like
No,
dinner plates?
like a dinner plate made out of.
So,
Oh.
we just wandered into Three Bears' house.
There's approximately 20 plate settings.
We wandered into 20 Bears' house. So, you go down first, Goldilocks.
It really looks like a big banquet table, but built by an ancient.
Doors fight first.
Yes, Thor slide first.
I'll stay up here and cover you.
Yeah, this is basically what Hawkeye would do.
Especially with low light vision, I could actually see the hail.
I mean, if you want, I can try to shoot something flaming down there if you want to see. I just don't want to alert if anybody's in there before we get down there.
Ooh, then it could be a flaming dinner party.
Are there candlesticks and a light one?
If there were, I would let you.
Yes! But there's not.
Archer Ben got Thor back.
I imagine this as you're scooting up to the slide. You got my back. Go for it.
I was actually imagining he's like 30 feet down. You got my back!
Well, I imagine he was scooting. I don't know why, but I imagine he sat down.
He just sat down like where he stopped and
Yeah,
goes,
he
oh, it's over
started
there.
scooting.
So Thor's gonna slide, I guess.
Yay.
Remember, put your hands in the air. Woo! You may or may not wave them like you just don't care.
He
Your
doesn't.
He says it like this. I am not having fun.
I'm trying to pretend like I'm not having fun.
Inside, he's. I'll slide
I
down.
don't know why, but I'm imagining an orc with his arms crossed saying "we" now.
Actually, when I see it as Dwarf doing it. So. Okay, so
That
he
makes you
slides.
pork.
Oh.
Because he's awesome. I'm not the only one. Alright.
It is. It's a big crack.
It's only irritating because as soon as you fix it, it just opens back up again.
It's because it's. It's old. So he slides down. I guess I'll slide down once I see him hit the end and he doesn't die.
On your way down, your arm catches on like a jagged piece, and you don't notice it, but Hawkeye notices it. Where it hit your arm, it's actually glowing brighter.
Keep all arms inside the right. Keep your arms and legs inside the right.
Hello, dude. Can we like roll something to see if I can avoid that?
No, it just happens once. Like it's not gonna happen the whole time. Like
It didn't do, I'm guessing it didn't do any damage since he doesn't know about it.
Yeah, nothing Thor would have noticed.
Bug.
It's just one of those things where you see, like as he's sliding, his elbow bumps it and it gets brighter.
Ah. So it's that Bloodstone they were talking about in the end. Or whatever they called it.
Yeah, it's Bloodstone Caverns.
Okay. But it's basically... So, that means, in my head, that since this entire place is glowing, we're gonna see a little man wandering around with a bucket full of blood and a paintbrush.
I think of that.
Now I'm just imagining, gosh, because I watched that movie yesterday. This little short man down at the end with a bucket, and Thor gets down there, and the little man goes, "What do you want, asshole?"
Golden Child? I wasn't sure, it's been years. Okay, so he slides down, I notice this. I make a mental note of it.
Yeah.
And then I slide down and I make sure to try to miss that myself. Like I said, hands and arms inside the ride. It comes to a complete stop.
Yeah. You make it down without incident.
But since it's so much fun, whee! Don't want to get hurt. I can't lose my hands. They're what I do my business with. Killing business.
So you make it down without incident. The room seems to be pretty empty except for the table. But there is another pathway on the other side of the room.
Is it still low light down here?
Yeah.
Bring your finger over the plates.
Drop
blood on the
yeah,
plates.
Draw blood on the plates. I knew what he was. I was gonna. Okay, I tell you that you're.
This is my first thought, but.
Well, they're made of
It's not
stone.
Thor's
Does the
Everyone
stone
thinks
look
it
like the stone from the?
No,
Caverns?
it's like
it's
like a dark brown.
Okay, I was gonna say it's like slate or something. It's not whatever this would be. I can't think of many kinds of stone. I'm imagining it kind of being.
It's kind of a clay color.
I'm imagining it crystalline in my head.
Oh.
That's how it's glowing. That's how I imagine.
But yeah, the Bloodstone Caverns is very crystalline. The table is very solid.
Yeah.
I guess I didn't establish that
You
very
did
well.
say it was stone, but I didn't think it was made out of the stuff from here. That'd be rather awkward when you put a piece of meat on there that you haven't cooked all the way and it just starts glowing really bright. And you're like, I can't see!
That would be awesome.
My work.
Dinner is served. Hey, I can see my food now.
Oh no, I can't see my food because it's blinding me. I have to look straight into the bright light to get my food. That's a bad idea. That's why they don't make tables out of spotlights.
Well, Thor took a quick look at the table, and he's already kind of shuffling toward the other path.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of figured I was going to say
around
Thor. I don't know that he makes doors. And there's already a hole. I got you. I got you back. I put one right in the spine.
You didn't had your back pretty good.
Did
I
not.
guess we're gonna go down the next path.
Okay. You're just gonna go walk. You gonna give it a wide berth, or you're just gonna go past it, or?
The table?
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk around it.
I didn't know if you were afraid of it, or if you were just gonna go.
No, he's just walking past it, kind of looking at it, but nothing's jumping out at him like.
Here's the thing.
Go.
It's full of runes. I have a bow and arrow. I know what they are.
What?
But unless you need me to scrape part of one of the runes off with an arrow, I don't know what I can do here.
You've done that before.
I know I have. But it's not doing anything evil. It just looks like a really weird aesthetic to a dinner table.
As you walk past the head of the table on one end, you hear, "Won't you stay for dinner?"
Just looking around.
Nah.
What you serving? What you serving? As I'm grabbing an arrow.
Anything you'd like.
Oh, good. I thought he was going to say, you!
That's your in character out loud. I thought he was going to say you.
Oh, good. I thought you were going to say we were dinner. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm stringy and not malicious. Him? Not so sure about it.
A lot of muscle to him. He'd be really chewy.
Are you hungry, Thor?
Who's there? Show yourself.
You feel like a draft, and then kind of behind Thor. Are you behind Thor?
I am right. Yeah.
Okay, so like between the two of you is where you feel the draft coming from. And a man appears. His feet are like 3 feet off the ground. He's kind of transparent. He says, "Welcome to my home."
Oh, good. You get to shoot another ghost.
Thor just looks at him. Stupid ghost. Come, we're leaving.
Okay.
I get the distinct feeling that no matter what path you went down, you would have ended up in this room. Because
Not necessarily that group.
well, whatever group Barton was in.
No, it wasn't planned for him.
But no, we ate back in town. Thanks.
It's so nice. I'm so disappointed.
I'm not.
He kind of hangs his head and floats over to the table.
I guess we were kind of rude. We should have a roll. I like how I'm telling him to eat. Yeah, Thor.
Thor don't have time for ghost. Ghost useless.
Ouch.
Wait.
He sinks into the table.
Oh!
Have a damn roll.
Part of me does not want any of this meal.
There's no meal!
I don't want any piece of this because this is not gonna end. I know this ends one of two ways: either really well or really badly.
Well, you got to finish the shot.
Look at how sad you've made him.
He made him sad. I'm apologizing. I'm still not eating, but I'm apologizing because I've got a runner's body. I can't eat too
If
much.
I wasn't so full, you know.
I'm on a strict diet. No ghost food.
Do you know how many dinner guests this guy gets a century?
One. Stop right because eat there.
Thor standing in the door.
Ghost food. That just goes right through me.
Thor's got his back to him and the ghost, and he's standing there and he went. He turns around. There's a dome over town. Do you know why?
I haven't been out of these caves in a while.
Like Thor said, useless.
Once again, I apologize for my associates' abruptness.
What does the dome look like? Maybe I've seen it spell.
Well, it was a clear dome.
Dome, circular.
It was a clear dome, and then it started flashing different colors, and then now it's pitch black.
I'm trying to remember if anybody actually told you.
What?
Well, Henry knows that it's not actually a dome.
That's the
Oh,
But
that's
I can't
fair.
remember if he said it out loud to anybody.
Yeah, I think he did.
I'm pretty sure Henry would. He would have let people know.
Yeah, because we all knew. We just kind of agreed to call it a dome.
Yeah,
Okay.
we have been calling it that because we were wondering how those things got in.
Yeah.
So okay, it's a dome, but it also goes under the ground. It's like a circle, like a ball. We're inside of a glass ball that now is black.
He says, I've heard of spells that can spears. that
Wait,
can trap
withhold the
things."
information unless they sit down for dinner.
I was gonna look at him and go. It seems like he might be some sort of magic.
Would you like to play the ghost?
Yes.
This is magic. Neither of us know magic. Have a damn sandwich. Once again, not offering to eat myself.
He says, I've never cast such a spell myself, but there may be scrolls on it in the library.
There's a library?
Well, there used to be. I haven't been there in a while.
Could you show us this library?
After dinner.
After I'm done with dinner.
I've never eaten ghost food before.
That's for you.
He might know where something useful is. He does know these caves. I'm guessing you do know these caves at least rather well.
Yeah, this is my home.
We might have a free guide. I know Thor just make hole in wall, walk around. This is not where I need be. Go next room. I understand that. And yes, it is kind of a waste to sit down with a ghost and eat, air. But if he's magic, maybe he can make magical food. Well, okay, you can walk out. I'm going to sit down at the table. I'm going to sit down at the table and go, okay. I'm not exactly hungry, but I'll, so you can show us around as you're crazily putting together. That's why I took them and put them behind things so I wouldn't play with them. Because I know how I am.
Alright, well he says, splendid, take a seat.
I guess I brought one of the chairs and sat down.
He,
Please keep an eye on the back. I was keeping an eye on yours.
he floats over to the end of the table, the head of, he floats back to the head of the table. He says, you may sit wherever you want, and, he says, are you sure you don't want to take anything?
Fine.
He claps his hands and a steaming turkey and some mashed potatoes and some cranberry sauce all appears. Because that's the meal I want right now.
Guess Thor left the room.
No, he's standing there. He's waiting.
No, he's not even going to sit down at the table. Please, take a load off. The carpentry business has obviously made you very tired. So, okay, when the food appears, I look at it and I'm like, it has been a while. Turkey's a bad choice. Just have some mashed potatoes. Gravy?
Yes! If you want some.
He
He holds out his hand, roll.
Yes!
Thor looks at you. What are you doing?
Being a good guest. I haven't eaten anything yet. I'm just kind of.
What is Thor's willpower?
19.
Okay. It's pretty good. I'm sure it's better than Barton's.
Yeah. Well, I've decided that it.
Yeah.
I've decided that it's actually been a while, even though they probably did eat. We never stayed
been a few hours
yeah.
at least, and you were fighting.
I have an endurance of plus 15.
Thor's like, grumble, grumble, shut up.
And I have intimidate.
I don't think you can intimidate your stomach.
I'll
give you the rest of it.
I want to see this. Let's do this now. I have a willpower of 23.
Wow.
I'm just being a better guest.
He's just being polite.
I'm just kind of being polite. I guess I'll take a bite of the roll then.
It's real.
We're
Warm and
good.
fluffy. Flutter.
It's probably like the best meal they've ever had. Like the best tasting roll he's ever eaten.
I think that, but I
Maybe
think
the best meal in the last couple weeks.
I think this is a bad idea to eat the turkey, though. You know, all the tryptophan. I don't like cranberries. I really don't like mashed potatoes either, but I'll take some. I don't like mashed potatoes. Barton can like mashed potatoes. I know, it's weird. I don't. Never have cared for it.
Well,
I guess, but I'm only having a little bit. I'm not having too much.
he's eating very happily. He's
Is it
making
just
small
falling on the
talking.
floor? I don't know.
No, he eats it and it seems to go away. He says, you know, as he's eating, he says,
I've
so
never
how are things up top?
A, I'm not from this. You're a ghost. A, I'm not from this time. B, I'm not from this world. So I know of a
You're a
dome.
strange visitor indeed.
Very much. I've never met a ghost that eats. Granted, I've only met one other ghost, and I hit him. Whatever would you do that? He attacked first.
No, self-defense.
I imagine the small talk is pissing Thor off. Just see him glowing red now.
He's pacing.
Barton turns to Thor and is like, I knew a dragon like you once. He hated side quests too.
He hated killing time. Okay,
No, you're supposed to save time, not kill him. Oh wait, neither of your characters are actually supposed to save time, so never mind. That's the other people. That's 2 of the other people in this town.
And you know what? They went off on the same direction.
Yeah. It's all part of the plan.
They're the only ones that are actually supposed to be doing this. Everybody else just kind of comes along for the ride.
So, tell me a little more about this dome while we...
Well, from what we know, it's encompassing the entire town and about a 10-mile radius. I know I'm using bigger words than Barton probably would know, but...
Not really.
Wait. Barton's from Thetis. They're all British. A 10-kilometer radius?
10 kilometers.
Because we don't know what a mile is.
Well, I didn't imagine that he knows what a radius is, but... I could say wide. But it's about that, and one of the other people we were with said it actually encompasses it goes underground into basically a ball. And all we know is that also did I know that there? Yeah, because I was watching his back when he opened that thing up, so I knew that it flew up into the air. And then what was it? A box? We opened a box and there was a
puzzle and
there was a triangle in it that flew up.
It was a box that became 2 triangles that became a diamond.
Oh yeah. I a puzzle that went.
It says, catalyst. It's been a long time since I've seen magic that uses a catalyst.
See, we're learning.
So to be fair, it's been a long time since I've seen magic that wasn't my own.
Well, Thor's so pacing, but he says, what catalyst?
It's something we used to use a little before my time. Mages used to use to ensure that their spells worked even after their death.
How you destroy catalyst?
Different depending on the spell.
Have you tried shooting lightning at it?
Yes!
Heavens no, don't try that.
Well, we tried lightning and it didn't work.
He says, it varies. Usually, it's easiest to destroy once the caster is dead. But do you know what type of magic this is? What source it draws from?
Big.
Shinta knows.
I don't. I really don't.
Yeah, no, I don't think you would.
Barton wouldn't know or care.
How could we
And
tell
B,
who
I don't
cast
know.
it?
Well, he says, well, if you have the catalyst, that should be easy.
Well, it touched the top.
Oh, so you don't have it with you?
No.
Well, that thing makes things more complicated.
It started getting all spinny and then flew up into the air and is kind of attached to it now.
That's a good defense mechanism to ensure nobody destroys it before it's time. This wizard is very, very smart. Perhaps I know him. I know plenty of smart wizards.
No, I won't say it. I think,
Wizard won't be so smart when Thor met door in his head.
I would imagine that would kill a few brain cells.
I don't know, he did pretty good
By a
after
few,
death.
I suppose all.
I don't know, he's doing pretty good after death now. Excuse me, sir.
He lifts his shirt and there's a hole. It wasn't my brain.
Food pops out. Excuse me, sir, we've been such nice guests, but I have not asked your name. Well, I am Barton, and this is my associate, Thor. He make door.
That's catchy. You should use that.
Put that on the shirt and I buy it.
How would one put writing on a shirt?
You turn it around, I have to...
What's no apostate?
Don't ask.
Sounds fancy.
As you turn your shirt around, you see a kick me sign.
Oh.
It looks weathered like it's been there for years.
The reason that I'm here. God damn apostates.
Kick me, I'm an apostate. On the back of it, it says Love Leroy.
Yeah. Of course.
I
I killed a bear.
No, that's written on your back pants pocket.
I blew up a bear.
Yes, I blew up a bear.
And I don't know what these things are that I'm writing on. What am I talking about?
I asked you your name.
Oh. He
I
says,
kind of thought it was proper.
he says, call me Tarmus.
Hey, Tarmus. Imagine, I'm waiting for Thor to just burn. What are we done? Mealtime is over.
He kind of claps his hands, dusts his hands off. And he says, are you finished?
I've been done for a while.
He snaps his fingers and the food disappears. And he says, I suppose I should show you the library now.
It'd be nice.
He looks at Thor and goes, you can't read, right?
Just glaring at the ghost.
Karma, bitch.
You can't read, right? Oh, this is gonna get good. Oh shit, I don't think I can.
He steps to the side. Thermos lead way.
Wait, yeah, can Barton read? He's like a barbarian.
His intelligence of 11.
Okay. He's
Better than me.
He's intelligent enough to read.
You just see Thor and Barton. What's that word? I.
What is the sound?
No, I just imagine it. They get in there and they're looking over books and Thor goes, "This one's all about such and such. What's yours about?" And Barton goes, "I was looking at pictures."
What sound does the letter that looks like a little man in a hat make? It's a T. Makes a tough sound.
I was actually imagining a stick figure and a fedora. I don't know why. What letter is that? That's hieroglyphics, son.
Futurama joke.
So he's
Who rule you, little man?
he stands up, for lack of a better term.
I just imagine him floating in a sitting position. Like this.
I imagine that he just sunk into the floor to where he was level with the table and then floated back up again.
I just like the idea that he doesn't walk anymore, so he doesn't even stand. It's like, fuck that.
He just moves around in a Professor X pose.
I know, that's why I threw my...
So
he's
he
lounging. Everywhere he goes.
floats towards the pathway and he says, "Keep up, keep up."
Thermos go first, is that what you said? Okay,
Yeah.
I got the back.
Okay. Are you behind the ghost?
Yes.
Okay.
I imagine he's right behind the ghost, like it would...
With the hammer.
Right in his hand, like, oh, no murder. He already dead.
I probably can't even hit it. I'll try anyway.
Won't
He
stop.
turns back to Barton. Hey, is it possible to hit ghosts?
Yes.
I did it.
I already mentioned it.
Oh, wait a minute. So, you get maybe 20 feet down the hallway, and you see two paths, a left and right.
Mhm.
And on the right side, you hear rushing water.
Okay.
And the left side is not glowing.
Wasn't this guy's name Thermos?
Thermos.
I'm sorry, it just struck me as funny that there's rushing water and it goes named Thermos.
Tharmus. I think it's a Tarmus. I
Yeah,
don't think
you-
there was an H in it.
Yeah. Thor said it wrong on purpose.
I thought it was Thor. I guess if it was Harvard. I thought it was Thor.
I think it was just T-A-R-M-S. Or M-U-S. You just spell it.
That's okay.
Hey, the first name that popped in my head was a character from the Forgotten Realms, so I had to convert the name to something different.
Okay. So does he go down one of the two paths?
He starts heading down the dark path.
You're in the lead. I have low light vision. It's dark, but I can.
But it's not that's not glowing on that side, so you always have to have the light.
Yeah, but I'm figuring he's in front, and he should have the torch.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Thor hesitates for a moment and then follows the ghost.
I got a torch.
Yes.
This Thor's like, trusting you. No, I don't trust you.
Well, I'm thinking about it this way: water, Not water. I know there's something bad down there. I don't trust water in a cave.
As you turn to the left, the water sound gets louder, and you notice when Thor lights up the torch, the walls are like smooth stone. They're not the glittery stone. It's actually a different kind.
Oh.
Which is why they weren't glowing.
Makes sense. I thought the blood elf had got, or the blood dwarf. I imagine he's tiny.
He's a gnome.
Yes, blood gnome is better. Could think of a shorter phrase.
So, it doesn't take long to get to the library. Do we want to keep going with these guys, or do we want to switch to somebody else?
Is there something more to the... I don't know.
I didn't know if he was bored.
Oh, no, I'm fine.
Yeah, since we just got to the library,
That's
so now we can cut to...
That's a good
That's what I'm saying. It's a good spot to switch if you want to switch.
Yeah,
I'll
go ahead.
switch.
Go ahead.
Okay.
You know, give him something.
Shinta finds a dead end. No.
It took him that long to find a dead end. He finds a ghost that says, "You're going the wrong way." Ooh.
Finds a sign that says, "This way bad things are." Can't even speak English properly. Just keeps going. I'm gonna trust
Improper.
them. I don't trust anybody who can't speak properly.
Fuck it, I'm invisible.
No, so your path is significantly shorter, but it goes kind of up. So you're above where you started, and it opens into kind of a cone, not a cone, a cylinder.
Okay.
So it's kind of rounded walls, but it's really tall.
Am I at the top of it or the bottom?
You're like 3 feet off the bottom.
Okay.
Like there's steps going down. Or
How high does it go?
Like 30 feet. Like you know from outside that the Bloodstone Caverns actually goes into like a mountain or like a big hill, so it doesn't like stick out or anything.
There's just weird cylinder sticking out.
So you see, actually set down in it, you see like kind of a groove cut out, like a channel around the edge. So there's maybe like a foot around the edge, and then there's the channel, and then there's the rest of the room. And there's, in the center, you see two, probably iron, some metal pipes in the center, and they're sticking up. And then you see there is another exit on the other side, and when you look up, you can see like a chandelier. Looks like it was made out of the stone of the caverns.
So there's a lining around the room, 2 iron pipes in the middle of it, and a chandelier up top?
Yeah.
I guess the first thing I'm going to do is inspect the lining, see if there's like any writing or anything, any runes, anything like that.
No. It looks like it was... It looks mostly decorative at this point.
Okay. Is there anything like dried liquids or anything in it? Can I see dried blood, anything like that?
Roll me perception.
The first dice roll of the night.
Because I cannot roll big dice for everything. Technically, it's the second dice roll. We had a perception. Because Barton wanted to look at a table.
Sorry, I'm trying to get this into.
That's right. Did you have somebody else? Oh.
Hard.
Oh. What flavor do you have? You see the new commercial for the tacos? The new spicy one, Freddie W did a commercial for it. It's like 30 seconds long. And it's on the latest episode of VGHS. the actual ads that YouTube gave him were his commercial. It was freaking hilarious. But it's they're unwrapping a 3D printer and it only prints Taco Bell tacos. And so at the end, like when you can't see them, you hear him go, "Your case is real too, right?"
22.
Yeah, you can see remnants that there was some liquid in whatever it was. There's spots of where it was.
Is it any particular color, or does it just look...
Well, it's dark. It was probably blood,
Okay.
given the way it's hardened.
I guess the next thing I'll do is Arcana to see if I could tell if it was used in any sort of ritual or...
Just waiting for him to go. The next thing I do is slit my wrists.
That's only a 9 though.
A 9?
Yeah.
Wow, he must
Well,
have
his
a really
Arcana
low
isn't
roll. Yeah, you have no idea. It could have just been a fun party game for all you know.
Woo! Alright, I'll go...
Where's the virgin?
I guess the next thing I'll do
Not for
is
that, we're gonna cut her off.
inspect the 2 iron rods in the center of the room. See if
I bet you want to inspect the iron rods.
No, why?
And there's 2 of them.
Yeah, that's only 15.
Walked into that one.
What do you...
Just anything I can learn from them, try to figure
Like
out.
perception or...
Oh, what do you want me to
I didn't... No, that's why I didn't know what you were rolling for.
Nothing in particular. Just, like, what I'm trying to do is just inspect them, see if I can learn.
I know, what skill are you using?
Perception, I guess.
Okay. I didn't know if you were looking at them or if you were trying to sense something.
No, I'm just looking at them.
Does he need to hold them?
You must stick one in... No.
Well, like I said, it could be worse.
What are you doing back?
Hey, I found some irons for you.
Is it Jeremy? Another joke they won't get.
One says Jerry written on it, the other one says me. Oh, what is that on the back of your thing? Oh, I've not seen it without the case in so long, I didn't know you had that.
I just got it yesterday.
So I wouldn't have seen it anyway.
It's on sale for $5.
Yeah,
Why not?
Dang it, I was
So-
hoping it would be Star Wars so it would match the other thing. Oh. So they appear to have been well maintained at one point. They seem to have kind of rusted over a little bit now. They seem to have not been used for a long time. And there are holes in the tops of them. Looks like something went through them. The rope or a chain or something would go through them.
Are there any holes like on the sides to see if they could be like tied together with the rope, or does it look like the rope came out of
What do you mean?
What?
Like, does it look like somebody would have put a rope through the top, come out the side, go through the other rod, and then out the top of that?
Oh no, it's not. It's going through the.
Oh, okay.
It's just a hole, like somebody drilled through the.
Oh, okay, okay.
So,
I was confused.
since I missed a piece of it, he basically found a dais with 2,
Yeah.
I want to look on the ground to see if there's any more bloodstains.
You don't see any. If there were, that's probably cleaned up.
Okay.
Like what you found in the channel looked like it had been cleaned up at one point.
Is there the ground underneath it? Is it solid, or does it look like almost like it was made as a drain to go into the channel?
No, it's solid.
I guess the next thing I'll inspect is the chandelier.
Okay. It's pretty high up, so.
Yeah.
Squint.
Squint. Unless you feel like trying to climb the wall.
That roll, no.
Let's see. Can I find anything with a 21? If not, I didn't see what I rolled.
I like when he says that. Like I can't see what you roll. He gets a smelling natural 20.
I'm not gonna outright lie.
I'm gonna tell you that I'm gonna lie if you say no. Well, you can see that there are spots for candles, but there don't appear to be any in there now.
Okay.
But other than that, it's just carved out of it's hanging by maybe an iron chain.
Alright. The last thing I'll do is I'll try to Arcana again on the iron, around the iron bars.
Okay.
Ooh, that's actually decent for me. 22.
Yeah, that's pretty good for you. You... trying to think. It's been a while. You can tell that there was magic in this room at one point, but it was so long ago you couldn't tell what kind of magic it was.
Okay.
Bad magic, it sounds like. Having rituals, and it seems like there was possibly a human sacrifice.
Or goats.
Yeah. We could give you a human, but we'll give you 2 goats instead.
Oh, I used to mess with my friend's mom all the time. We'd be over there, we'd be having fun. She's like, yeah, she thinks you're the devil, you're influencing us. So whenever they were on the phone with her, I'd just be like, where's the goats?
I've always wanted to meet like Jehovah's Witnesses at the door, wearing a white smock covered in blood, with a butcher knife in my hand, and the sound of a goat in the background. Would you like to learn about Jesus Christ? No. Would you like to come in and learn about Satan?
That would be like, oh, I've met him. He told me to do this. Make them question their entire faith. Or your sanity. Either way's fine.
Both ways are fun. You get taken off the list.
I guess,
Don't go to this house.
Trying to think. There's nothing else in the room that I can see?
Yeah, there's nothing else.
And I guess I'll just start heading towards the door.
Okay.
Does anything happen, or do I hear anything?
Trap opens.
You walk out the door and you're in this room again. Yeah, actually, there's the hallway that you go into is only like 3 feet long. It opens up into another room, which is more squarish. Another definitely man carved, and it's got several. They're made of the same stone as the rest of the place, but there's several cages lining each wall.
Oh, so this was where the party happened.
Is there anything in the cages, or are they empty?
I know they're in cages.
Okay. Do I see any sort of like maybe chests or tables with tools lined out on it, anything like that?
You see, there's an altar at one end.
I'll go up onto the altar.
Okay. Roll me just roll me a d20. And then let me see your character sheet.
19.
Oh. Roll me a number. Let me see your character sheet. That one's low. That's the one I'll go with.
No, I just don't want to tell him what he's checking for.
I know. But it's funnier when it's
There's some pretty good rolls. Alright. So, as you're kind of looking it over, you notice that, it's like a standard, like, podium type place. So there's like a cubby hole and whatever. But you notice the cubby hole has like a handle, like you can pull it and open it.
Before I do that, is there anything else on the altar that might be of interest?
On top of it, there's nothing on top of it or anything. You do notice that there is kind of like, it's like a wooden altar. It looks like it could fall apart if you gave it a good push. It's kind of like rotted a little bit, but there's nothing like on top of it or anything.
And the handle is inside the altar?
Yeah, like in the cubby hole, there's like a handle, like you might be able to pull open the bottom of the altar or something.
Alright, I'll try to stand back as far as I can, but I'll pull at the handle.
Okay. Well, you pull it, and kind of it's like a secret door. The whole bottom actually opens up. The door kind of falls apart in your hands as you open it. But inside you can see all also made of wood, but in perfect condition, you see just a small circle, like a small ball. It's got like a line around it, like it's two halves that were stuck together.
I'll see if I can maybe pull up the halves apart.
They don't seem to come apart.
What if I use my sword and try to like cut it apart?
It feels like whatever's holding it together is magic.
Okay. When I
Need a wizard!
lift it, does anything happen or?
The rest of the altar falls apart.
That's it though.
Yeah, the ball doesn't seem to mind being held. That's the thing.
The ball doesn't mind me. Hold me.
Would you like to chime in?
He's holding balls with
I just poked balls with my sword. Would you like to make a comment?
He's now holding it, and it likes
You're just
it.
gonna set it up for me.
Well, he's also
That'd be
holding this
fun.
ball, and it enjoys being held.
No,
No, it doesn't mind.
I like it better than it enjoys being held.
I like to point out none of this is set up specifically for him. He just happened to go that way. You chose to go that way.
I know.
Is there anything else in the room or?
No.
No, just. Alright, let me try. I'll do an Arcana check on the ball. Nope. That is a 9.
You have magic.
Isn't your Arcana bonus like a 6?
Yeah.
Do the math, people.
Somebody do the math.
That's twice now you rolled a 9 on Arcana.
Yeah.
That's obviously.
On second thought, you don't even think this ball's magical.
that dice goes over there.
You did get a 19 with it. It's a hit or miss dice today. Yeah, you no idea what it does or what's protecting it.
Alright.
Turns out it's just a magnet inside there. A strong magnet.
I guess I'll put it in my pocket and I'll walk back out into the church.
The church.
Well, that's an altar.
It does. The weirdest
Or
church
had
I've
an
ever
altar.
Now it's got a pile of rubble.
Weirdest church I've ever been to. Entertaining though.
Okay.
I'll just sit there and like Jack Torrance the ball against the wall.
He just sits there. Somebody will find me. He throws it. It stops. Oh, and it hits him in the face. Oh, damn it. Okay. Well, that's the end of your pathway. You would have to walk back out if you wanted to go anywhere else.
Yeah, I'll start doing that.
Are you emailing?
No, I'm doing a piece of homework I forgot.
Oh. What's your turn?
So we're walking down.
Ichigo and Jumbo.
We're walking down the other path, the last path.
Yeah.
Well, let me guess. Our path goes straight. Does it go down or up?
Your path goes in a circle.
We get back to the beginning. Son of a bitch.
No, actually, your path does go around. You feel like you should have intersected the way you came, but you didn't. So you must have gone up or down at least a couple feet.
Okay.
But you didn't feel like you just felt like you walked on flat ground. So you're not sure if you're up or down.
Wait. No, that
Wait, no, that won't work.
Let me see. The ball down. Whichever way it rolls, it's down.
Have a ball.
I do.
He does. I don't.
So you guys come. Nobody's gonna take that one. All right. So
You guys go.
I literally
Done.
My brain just stopped working for a second, and I was like, nobody picked up on that. Oh.
I decided to leave it lie.
But anyway, so you get to a kind of like What's that cavern? The whole thing is a cavern. It's basically an underground cavern filled with water.
It's an Inception cavern.
It's an Inception cavern?
It's a cavern within a cavern.
I don't know, because when I say the word cavern, I literally think a bunch of water and stalactites.
Yeah, you're thinking of like we walk into like it's an opening and right there's like water and
yeah, like there's water everywhere.
We've been walking through like a hallway basically.
You've been walking through dry caves basically, but
But
like this is what I imagine a cavern looks like.
What the classic cavern? You know, the one that you get when you go to the guy. I want a classic cavern.
Like Batman's lair before he put stuff in it.
Also, there's not a giant penny.
I said before he put stuff in it.
That's why I said there's not a giant penny. I'm disappointed.
There is a giant penny. No.
Yes.
But it's there is no pathway. There is on the other side. There's another rather wide opening. You would probably fit 4 people shoulder to shoulder. But it leads. It's another pathway. But there's no path to that. You would have to go through the water. And there are stalactites made of the same crystal.
So it is glowing, kind of.
Yeah.
I can't swim. Well, I can't. I'm not sure what my... I think I need to breathe.
You don't need to breathe. Ichigo doesn't. Just walk along the bottom. Humming a Pirates of the Caribbean music.
I take a boat with me. I don't need it, I just take it.
It's for Jimbo.
Okay. We just met water, I can't swim.
We just met water.
We met water.
He's very nice.
Well, I met it, I'm walking through
No, I
it.
think that's, she's very nice. Fire's kind of a jerk. Wind is Ukrainian. Took him a minute.
She's also Asian.
Anyway.
When did you crave? What?
So is Athena for some reason.
I was like, can you float?
Not
I don't think so.
Sorry. Sorry about Ukrainian.
Thanks for that.
Have you've heard Athena's voice before, right?
Yeah.
On Smite? Well, I went into her voice pack and I was playing with somebody, and I did the you rock thing, and it pops up you rock in the chat. Athena literally shouts, "You is Rockstar!" And then the guy playing with me just stopped moving for like 3 seconds, and then you see the chat, "Oh my god, that was awesome!" I was like, I'm so glad I paid for that. I paid $4 for that voice
I
pack,
can't
and it was
float.
worth
No, I sink
Like a
like
stone.
a rock. But I don't have to breathe. How deep is it?
Judging by the glow and how dark most of the water seems, it's probably about 10 feet deep. I don't breathe, but I sigh anyway.
I get
That's
cold.
like that's his only thing he can do with air is sigh.
Okay. Dude, walking through water. Do I notice anything about the water as I'm walking through
You
it?
take a step and you sink 10 feet. Like there.
Watch out for that first step. It's a Lulu. Oh, the first step is always the worst.
Jimbo's just gonna swim.
Yeah, no, I can't.
Make me an athletics check.
I could try.
I'm giving you a -5 because you're a rock.
24.
Yeah.
Athletics.
Yeah.
31.
Does Ichigo have low light vision?
I think you broke him.
Don't believe it. No, I don't see it anywhere. Even without feats.
It'd be on the first page, I think.
I didn't see it there either.
It would be under special senses.
Normal.
Okay.
So no, I don't see it. So.
Ichigo's anything but normal, by the way.
I know.
So, okay. So...
But can I get back up? Like, I'm imagining I just go to walk, and I take the stuff, and I just kind of didn't expect there to be that, so I try to swim off. I rolled a 31, even with the -5, that's a 26.
Yeah, you struggle, you don't get quite above water, but you aren't on the ground.
Okay. I just was afraid because it was Jesus! I think even if I knew there was going to be a 10-foot drop there, I'd still go, what the? And I imagine he actually turned into the bunny to swim across, because it's funnier that way.
That would be completely unhelpful in every sense, but you know, why not?
Nobody expects the bunny.
Actually, he's still an elf at this point. Unless he thought to turn back into a bunny while he was in the caverns.
Oh yeah.
He's been an elf in town for the past like 3 days.
I just in my head it was like, swim. Fuck. How does this help anything? It does. Fuck.
I'm sorry. I just had a flashback to when he thought he was being stealthy by turning into a rabbit, going into the princess's room and staring at her.
He was adorable.
It worked against most of the people.
A thing.
This is completely normal.
Hey, he's not as bad as being stealthy as I am.
It's only because you ring a bell.
Everybody be quiet.
It's only because you walk in ringing a bell. We're all being quiet over here!
I'm just singing a sea shanty. You also have no reference for that.
Oh, they have no reference for that entire game.
Nope. Because I couldn't get the audio to work right. Oh, water. Brain does not work today. So, Ichigo feels something kind of bump into his leg, like from the front, as he's swimming. And then... It's the Kraken. Alright,
No!
roll me another athletics check if you're gonna keep swimming. Just imagine.
No, I'm just gonna stop
halfway and go fall.
That is a 25.
Oh, wait. Athletics or acrobatics?
Athletics.
Oh, good. Damn. 31 again.
Acrobatics would be good too, but you know.
I have a 6 in acrobatics.
Oh.
I'm a rock man. I can lift and do things. I can't, gymnastics bad.
Okay.
Although I do rhythmic gymnastics, it's fun.
How's a 22 hit Jimbo's reflex?
Yeah.
Okay. Jimbo feels something sharp nick his leg.
The hell? You can stop for a second.
Tread water.
Donna.
Ichigo feels something brush by his head.
Donna.
Bubble. What the hell?
Can I send my bear down to look?
Bear.
Summon your bear in water.
Jesus Christ!
Oh wait, I'm astral. I'm good.
Imagine that it's still kind of weird being Jesus water.
You should just immediately start trying to tread. Wait, I can count basically the line. I guess.
She won't tell me what it is.
Well, she doesn't see anything immediately, like, by your leg, because it's really dark right there. But she...
What time not to have a light on my chest.
She does come back up and tell you that there's a spot on the floor that you noticed as you were looking is glowing brighter. It's like slightly behind you, and she says it looks like you're bleeding.
I knew I was bleeding.
Well,
What
no,
made it
he
happen?
didn't know he was bleeding because he's in water.
Oh
Until
yeah.
something hit him.
You wouldn't.
Trust me, I've been bleeding in water. You don't even notice.
Yeah.
You just know that it hurts.
Alright, well then I'm going to try and hurry to the other side so I can
Okay.
take a look at my leg.
One more.
24.
20. I sink like a stone.
Jimbo kicks you in the head as you're swimming. No. You do actually have a little trouble maintaining as you're going, so you fall, and you kind of land. One of your feet ends up on a stalagmite at the bottom. And Jimbo gets another nick on the same leg. It hurts more this time. I should roll the same number. Go ahead and take 2 damage.
Now I feel it.
Ah!
You got it in the same spot. But you notice that there's a couple spots now around you that are kind of like, that are glowing.
Well,
Like someone just smeared something, because the blood would have just like swirled in the water.
But if something was hitting them, like something brushed by me, just imagine I jump in the air, feet twirl. He's Scooby-Doo after all. We've already established this.
Yeah. So,
I'm gonna do my best to make it fast.
roll me perception while you're down there.
I'm looking around, but I'm not sticking around forever. That's bad. It's a 9.
Okay. So,
Hey, that's what I was rolling.
Jimbo makes it to the. Except if it was an Arcana check, you would have rolled a natural 20 because
Yeah,
Ichigo's is alone.
I'm made of magic, god damn it, I know magic. I just don't
So
like it.
Jimbo makes it to the other side. You pull up, and you can actually see there's like a chunk of your fur missing. Well, no, you're an elf. So there's just like a chunk of skin missing, and you're actually bleeding pretty bad. And maybe 30 seconds later, you see Ichigo's hand clamp up on the side of the thing. Pulls himself up.
Hey, you're bleeding. Wait. Take my head off. I'm gonna be pulling water out of me for weeks.
Oh man, my chocolate bar!
Oh, my Red Bull.
It's all watered down now.
Oh man.
I should have something in my...
I mean,
Yeah,
if
you
nothing
should
else,
go
I
for-
can help him out.
You should go patch yourself up if you don't want to waste like magical healing.
Yeah.
You just
I could.
put a bandage over it.
I'm guessing that being a warlord, I'm more of a field medic than I'm a.
Yeah. But yeah. So, there's definitely something in there.
Well, let's not go back that way. Something buzzed by my head, and by the looks of you, you got big.
Roll a perception for your bear.
Bear.
She's yours, but
25.
your bear can see a lot. In the semi-darkness. Does the bear have low light vision?
I do, so I imagine she does too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm the 100 feet of water.
She says, whatever's in there's more than one, and they're longer than they are tall.
Oh, the piranhas.
Which might be it's kind of like a round.
Giant eel. So I was right. We're gonna need a bigger Ichigo.
Whatever attacked us. I think we move on.
Let's not stick around here and wait for it to come up on land.
What, you don't want to go back in the water?
Let's go in and get it. It took 2 hit points off me. Kick its ass.
That smarted a little Flash!
My flesh! I'll be bald there for weeks.
True. Okay, so you're just gonna get up and continue.
Yeah.
Yes.
Some shaking the water and
You're like the dog shake as you walk. Jimbo's like, my
silverfish.
I don't have to squeeze it out of my fur. I'm good. There's a benefit to being an elf.
Oil can.
Ichigo's all smooth now from the water erosion.
Oh, it's a rock tumbler.
So you continue on and roll me a perception. I should continue on this path.
I rolled exactly the same.
23.
Okay, who's going first?
I have the low light
He has the low light vision.
So
I'm walking around with my eyes shut at this point.
you're still like shaking your head.
There is a pebble in there.
Turns out it's my brain.
I don't know why that one got me. So you're walking. Actually, the pathway's wide enough you can be walking next to each other.
Well, I'm walking like a step or two behind him since he can see and I can't.
You're walking, and there's kind of like a very steep, like 15-degree drop,
Wow.
and Ichigo almost walks into it.
Just imagine he throws his arm out and stops me.
Sorry, I have kids.
Stop short and grab. Stop short move!
It's a very steep angle, and it drops down into more water, which is not as deep, but there's a path around like the outside of the room.
No happy, super happy fun times left. No.
I have a feeling I've done that before. Oh.
It sounded like such a good idea.
Into the water, full of dangerous things.
They didn't
Different
attack.
water.
They didn't attack me.
Yeah, they did. You just didn't feel it. You're not fleshy.
I'd imagine that they'd go away once they bit into me and went, not made of rock candy.
Pop rocks. And soda.
Is your stomach gonna explode?
Worth it. Okay, so you're stepping around the path around the outside. It's very thin, it's very single file, and there's lots of places where it's kind of crumbled. So make me an acrobatics check.
Of course.
That's not bad.
37.
Is that better than your athletics? Jeez.
Yep.
17.
What's with the 12?
That's not bad for you.
Spare. Can I help him out?
That's not bad for you.
That's really good for me. I rolled a 12.
That is really good for him.
I'm taking my time too. I'm not rushing.
Yeah, so
He's hopping around. He turned into a bunny and is hopping the bunny trail. I'm like,
roll me one more each. Just as you're going around.
20.
20. I rolled a 15. He did
rolled a lot
not.
less.
I've seen what he rolled, and it was.
Considering I got 37 last time,
Yeah.
I can kind of guess.
It's not good.
He somehow got
Actually,
17
damn.
less.
Damn. You rolled really good last time, didn't you?
He somehow rolled 17 less, so that means it's a minimum of a 2. He had to have rolled at least. He had to have rolled a 2 or less on this roll. That is how we know. That's how we know this. Oh. Anyway, so you make it across. A couple pieces crumble behind you just as you're going over, but you don't manage to slip or fall or anything. And you kind of go all the way around the room, so that you kind of just went left, but you had to go all the way around the room to get there. And there's a single, like, doorway type entrance. It's only about 5 feet tall. Both of you are too tall to walk through it normally.
I guess my first instinct would be to have my bear go through first. Tell me what's in there.
It's a doorway. Is it like an actual door?
No.
Is it an actual door, or is there?
It's just an entrance way.
Okay, I was just
But you can clearly see that it's a tunnel.
Yeah.
And it's the same size all the way through. It's clearly man-made compared to the rest of the cavern.
Why didn't taller people make this?
Halfling cave.
I know
it'd be
halfling.
taller actually. More like a dwarf cave. No, it's not wide enough. Anyway. It's just a short person cave. It's a 1950s cave. Because everybody in the 1950s was a midget. All the houses I've been in the 1950s, their roofs are like 7 feet off the ground.
I just love the way
ridiculous.
you said it. Everybody in the 1950s was a midget. It's not just imagining 50s people like that tall.
They had to have been. I could walk through a house built in the 50s and just run my hand along the ceiling. It's ridiculous.
You know, in their suits.
Anyway.
Send the bear through. Does your bear see anything?
She walks through like this. Because references.
I say most of the things I say.
So
She's gotta look for the bare necessities.
The simple bare necessities.
Forget about her worries and her strife.
I'm gonna go there, but I couldn't remember the lyrics. I just remembered worries and strife. I couldn't remember the rest of it.
Oh man.
Oh man.
That's actually the next line.
Oh.
Wolfie says. The sad part is I know that. I could probably go more of it. But okay, what did she say?
There's a lot to do in that movie. Anyway, so she goes really far. You actually, like, you can't even see her. She's gone so far. And she comes back out of the darkness and reports to you that it makes an abrupt, like, 90-degree turn. Right? Yeah, 90-degree turn.
That would be a yeah.
And she can't go any farther without losing the link to you. But she can see that there is another room at the end of it. And there doesn't appear to be any traps that she can tell.
So I guess I'm getting on my hands and knees. Crawling through this thing.
You thought it was a Russian dance coming.
No, I mentioned come to the East Coast or the West Coast. It'll be fun, they say. Well, I have a lighter in my hand.
How did you laugh? I'd say I could turn into a rabbit.
I know, you can hop down. That's the best. It's either that or getting on your hands and knees like I am. Or crouching. I imagine crouching for long enough to lose sight is not a good idea, so I'm just crawling.
Crouching long enough to lose sight?
To lose sight, however long it would take her to lose sight of her, and then further. It's probably not good for the back.
Guys in Gears of War do it all the time.
Yeah, but they're built like that.
They wouldn't fit through this doorway.
They're built 6 foot wide. I've seen brick shit houses not as well built as them.
300 pounds and it's all muscle. I mean, seriously, I don't even have flesh. It's just all muscle.
No brain, no skeleton, just muscle.
I have a brain. My brain is nothing but muscle.
It's the biggest muscle on my body.
Well, so
It's two choices.
I could get down on my hands and knees as well, or I could. Well, squatting and then trying to walk would be weird. I could turn into a rabbit, hop down the path.
Hopping down the bunny trail.
You have one choice.
I got one choice, and I've already assumed the position. I know that was horrible. Granted, we're both talking about walking on our hands and knees down a tunnel.
All right, so Jimbo is going to give you a torch, so you can see me.
Okay.
Hold it in his mouth.
He's going to then turn
Which I
into a
don't
rabbit,
have.
down to a little bunny, and follow his wife.
I will
That
hug
way,
him and love him and call him George.
He drops the torch. Oh, I forgot you could do that.
Just start squeezing. George, don't move no more.
Keep an eye on me if I stop. There's something dangerous ahead.
I was like, keep an eye on me.
You're adorable. Who's adorable?
I will kill you. I will slaughter your entire family.
It's already been done. Yes. Backstory. The coolest thing I had to a family.
Yeah.
A regiment.
So I guess off we go.
Okay.
We're hopping down the bunny trail. I try on my hands and knees. Get up.
Hippity hoppity death is on its way.
Yeah. I will marry them all. Then he did that thing with his nose. After eat this carrot.
That reminds me, is now a good time to plug the sequel to Latte of Blood?
Yes.
What does that have to do with a carrot?
It's adorable.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not. It's horrible.
It's a cute little elf that's gonna murder everyone.
Yeah, they made a sequel
At
to
a
the Elf
birthday
on a
party.
Shelf. It's a birthday elf.
Awesome.
He's in a cupcake.
So it's the tagline. Surprise!
Surprise!
No, it's surprise, ... and then SE is in blood.
Yeah. So die! Trying to come up with a way of before he dies. Something from
Happy Die Day. Happy Death Day.
Happy Death Day, okay. And okay, so we're going down this tunnel.
Alright, so...
Do we have to roll anything, or do we just make it down this tunnel?
roll me perception while you're going through there.
Come on, bunny man. Use your bunny ears and eyes. Because I have them both shut.
Well, before my perception add, it's an actual 20. Makes it 33.
I got an 11.
Okay. Well, you both notice that Jimbo's still bleeding. He's actually soaked through the bandage, even though you're still a little bunny. Now there's just drops everywhere. Just little droplets as you're hopping. The hopping is probably torn it open. So it's glowing brighter as you're going. Little drops. I don't need a torch anymore. Thanks for bleeding, man.
When we get out, we should look at that.
Jimbo notices at the turn, which the bear didn't notice, there's just a line of very, very thin holes in the top and bottom along the corner.
Crap.
So I'm guessing he stopped.
Yes.
I don't know, how intelligent are you?
Well, he said if he's seen anything, he was going to stop.
Alright.
Well, I tell you, you're bleeding again. He didn't notice.
You can feel it.
Well, I was like, okay, maybe he was paying more attention to the...
Yeah.
Or it was one of those things, it was such a steady pain that it didn't matter that it ripped open a little bit to bleed. Wait, now we're leaving a trail. Granted, it's the only way we could go.
We're leaving a trail down the only path that'll find us now.
Oh, we have to cover the trail! Oh no, it's just spreading the light!
Let's track it over.
So imagine him with the Why'd we stop?
This is not very comfortable.
I'm just gonna lie down here for a minute. Just roll my arms and legs.
Well, you could sit comfortably. I just wanted to, like, sit back.
Okay.
Or sit up.
So, I'm gonna change back into Rabbit Man form. And we're gonna take something that I have on me. I don't know what do I have. Something I don't mind losing.
You take the Dwarf back.
For me, doesn't mind losing.
We should have more of them.
And you should.
Yeah. Alright, so I'm just gonna get another torch, light it, and I'm going to fling it in the center of the room.
You hear a click as it passes over the holes, but you don't see anything happen.
And they're just in the center, so possibly, well, we're on our knees though, so we can't get around it.
But no, it's a line. Like, where...
Okay, so
Like, one of these squares, where it turns, it cuts across the corner. So you have to pass over it, or under it. Like, there's no way around it.
So the torch passed over it, and something clicked, nothing else happened.
Yeah.
Seems to be a trap.
no.
Ichigo only. Roll me perception.
This is perception?
Yeah.
Yay.
Jimbo's focused on other things.
Yeah, 9.
Okay. Continue.
You perceive like I arcane.
Now, if only you could arcane like you perceive, you'd be fine.
Oh, because that'd still be a 9.
No, that was... Never mind.
I think he meant only if you could perceive.
No, that was the joke. Was you could do it the same way both ways.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh wait, I'm confused. I'm confused. Okay, so
We're going to have to cross this.
I'm in better condition than you. I'm full.
Also, I made a rock.
Yeah.
So, you go first.
Turn back into a bunny for a minute.
Okay.
Just get off of me. Stop sitting on it. Oh, sorry.
You're
Oh, you were a cushion.
You're so comfortable. I'm sorry.
Alright.
Okay, so
Ichigo
over the.
passes over it. You hear several clicks as you walk over it. Nothing seems to happen.
I keep walking.
Okay, then I hop over it.
You hear a click and sharp pain in your stomach.
Damn it!
Oh! Buddy! I just grab him and start running.
Am I impaled on something?
Take 4 damage.
Wow.
And it's enough that you kind of like do one of those things where you hop and then you like skid on your face and flip over.
Oh.
Because it startles you, you just kind of like tumble over.
Which immediately causes me to go back to my buddy man form.
If you would like to get bigger over these holes, that's your...
Involuntary reaction.
Oh, well, if you're going to do that, you're going to feel more pricks.
Well, that's what he said. I walked in and I finished it.
And that's what she said. Alright, so...
Once again, at least you didn't back into the room.
Alright. So you're actually going to go full time?
Yeah.
Take 2 more damage. Well, yeah, because now, like... Because he made it past and then he got bigger and was over it again.
Oh, why does the pain keep coming?
So, Ichigo notices immediately that Jimbo has very tiny needle-like things. He's got 3 of them sticking out of his stomach and 2 in his right leg.
Just imagining.
So
I'm guessing poison of some sort.
roll me a heal check.
Hey, that's something I should be good at.
You were shit.
Should be whore mouth.
26.
I got a 16. I just rolled badly that time.
What is Jimbo's fortitude?
18.
Yeah. So there is definite poison. Jimbo can feel it. And if you take one out, you can see that there was liquid on them other than blood.
Oh, being
Jimbo also notices there's a couple on the floor. That's why I had you roll perception. You didn't notice they hit you.
I just imagine they all have dent. They are like bent.
They're all
ends.
just flat on the end now.
Kind of hard to poison a rock. Can't get blood from a stone.
We've tried.
You hear that from the guys that we tried.
The wall opens up. This is called the Bloodstone Caverns.
I ain't got no blood. Ha ha!
I provide the stone part.
Yeah. Okay, so you're not quite sure. You don't have anything on you to fight the poison. Theoretically, it should work its way out eventually. But
would I have any idea what it is or how to get rid of it?
Yeah, would anything be able to tell us what kind of poison it was, possibly?
Neither of you
I'm a
have
samurai. I should know poisons, right?
Neither of you have the alchemy.
Yeah, I technically...
Poison's more of an assassin thing,
I
but
can technically take an alchemy thing, because Rockman. He keeps wanting me to, and I'm like, but I don't use alchemy, so...
why is it wanting to take alchemy?
I think because you can... I was guessing because it was something to do with the make of the race instead of the class. Like, I didn't know if there was something Warforged got. I didn't know. That's what I figured when I
Like
kept
wizards
seeing.
and clerics get rituals, so and you can exchange that for alchemy, if you'd rather. But I don't know why they would be giving it to you.
That's the only thing I can figure is there's something for the Warforged. Because it's a class one.
I don't think you don't have anything that can give him like a saving throw. Nobody has anything that grants saving throws, do you? 'Cause that would be like magical healing to get rid of the poison. Doesn't sound. I don't think you need to do.
I don't think I can. I think there's like one I can do, but it's less of a... Yeah, I can't do that.
Because I know neither of you have anything on you that would be able to heal it like normally. So unless you have something that grants saving throws, I don't.
Yeah, I can... Most of my stuff is basically like, hey, get the fuck up.
Rub some dirt in it. Well, yeah. You know you've been poisoned, but you don't have anything on you. Like, you don't have any kind of thing to cure you.
Okay, so I'm bleeding from the leg and I'm poisoned.
Could be worse.
The bleeding from the leg, does it do ongoing damage?
No. It's just lighting up the path behind you.
Does the poison do ongoing damage?
Yes. Which I will be telling you whenever it takes effect.
I can just kind of give out gains for because I have nothing with it.
Yeah.
So, I think I might have attacked it though, but I have nothing to attack it. And I'm not hitting you to heal you.
Oh,
That's stupid.
Hit yourself.
I'm not hitting me to heal him. What if he needs him, stupid? What if he needs more healing later? You'd never hurt yourself to save the others. Lifeguard rule. I watched Baywatch. Not for the lifeguarding.
Exactly, for the lifeguards. We all watched it for David Hasselhoff. The Hoffman.
That's why we watched Knight Rider.
I watched that for the talking car. What are you talking about?
That was just a bonus.
Anyway. Taking all the needles out.
Yes.
Just leave them
Wait, no, he goes, I'm gonna need you to suck the poison out. Ain't got a mouth.
Actually, you said there's a little bit of the poison liquid on the needle.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna wrap it in a cloth, one of the needles, and stick it in my bag.
Okay.
So in case I'm still poisoned when we get out of here, maybe someone can figure out how to counteract it or something.
Maybe somebody has something.
You can get a good sample, especially from like the ones before that didn't actually get in you.
Have a tiny jar.
Q-tip with a plastic thing on the end.
Yes. Then I put my sunglasses.
I was about to say, who's getting excuse to wear
I
sunglasses?
couldn't make a joke. I was just like, damn it, I don't got a joke here.
Guess he got the point.
Oh!
Man.
That's what she said.
Cue the Who.
Okay. So you guys gonna continue on then?
Yes.
We're gonna sit here and wait for the poison to kill him.
Bury
actually
me
just-
when I die.
Where? It's all stone.
I'm gonna cook you up, need you? But first I'm gonna cut off your foot.
Put it on the keychain.
He dies in reverse to an elf.
Dang it! No! Now I just have this weird elf foot.
Now I have to cook and eat an elf.
That is-
Walk around with an elf foot on a necklace.
I take the foot off before he dies. Because I'm a sick motherfucker. Then I put it on there and it becomes an elf foot. Now people are just gonna think I'm weird.
Wasn't so lucky for him.
No, it wasn't. He's gotten bit in it twice. And then he took 2 needles in the other one.
Anyway, so you get into a clearly mined out room, very man-made. You see,
Men have been here.
you see from the entrance, you see on the right wall there's a series of levers. There's maybe 4 of them. And you see directly in front of you is what looks like it's something Jimbo's never seen, but Ichigo recognizes is way too advanced for this time period. It kind of looks like a console of some sort with buttons and stuff.
It's a magic box. Ooh, don't touch it.
But I know magic. No, don't.
Not your kind of. Damn
It's
it.
science.
It's science magic. What's science?
It's a different kind of magic. You know, like arcane, shadow, science.
I know. I want to make a class of the scientist. Stop throwing fireballs. He has nothing.
Got a flamethrower.
No, he's got like the.
There are people that don't that. They make like gnome tinkerers and
Yeah.
they're wizards, but they use like science. He's already made a drunken flame.
Yeah, I read that. That was.
Cake tosser.
Cake tosser.
I don't think this belongs here.
No.
Do you know what it does?
Wait. Which button? Don't.
There's clearly a big red button that says don't push.
Push that button. I know it looks like it should be pushed because it's a beautiful button.
And I know you can read it says don't push, but seriously,
No, but you see my finger hanging over.
I just imagine. Well, we're done here. Aw, crap.
Well, time to get back to. Oh, son of a. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna go up to the console and look at it. Do I notice? I mean,
There are lots of switches and buttons on it. A couple dials. There's like a set of sliders. Go in there.
it might.
I said there's a set of sliders, and I imagined the cast of sliders.
But did we just walk into some sort of medieval mixing room?
The turntable over there.
Well, no, I meant the producer section when they're just making behind the.
You see a window inside the microphone stand.
Yeah. That was good, but we're gonna need you to do it again.
What do you want me to do different? Just do exactly the same.
What happened?
Nothing. We just want to hear it again.
Nothing.
Get that tape put in there.
Nothing at all.
DJ Lance, a lot.
Oh, that is one that deserves the. Yeah. It's that bad. Okay, so I'm gonna get a better look at this console.
Over in the corner, there's two chains.
Well, obviously, I poked myself in the eye. I'm too entranced by the big red "Don't Push Me" button because I rolled a 4.
Serious about that? There's really a button that says "Don't push."
Entranced by it. What does it do? Because I rolled a full 10.
I really want to know what goes through people's minds when they write "Don't push." Like, not like this will activate the self-destruct seed. Nothing to tell you why you do it. It just says "Don't push." I wonder how many people do that. Like, it turns on the coffee machine and says "Don't push."
I got 32 in perception. Do I see anything?
Oh, what are you expecting? The console?
I was expecting the console, I guess.
That whole area.
Well, you don't know what any of it does. There are some other buttons that are labeled. There's clearly one that says lighting. And there's...
Is that a switch?
Yeah.
I turn it on, everybody's destroyed and just splattered on the walls. Except for me, because I donated blood. So I win the adventure!
There's on one side, there's actually like rooms labeled. Library, dining hall.
Okay, I see the library, dining hall. I see the dining hall.
We're in the cavern in the woods.
Yeah, I kind of figured.
That movie was fun.
I push that switch. Or push that switch. I flip or push the button for the dining hall.
Just because. Metagaming. No.
I didn't go for the library.
Oh.
Yeah, wait, it was either that or I go for the library and try to convince everybody I wasn't metagaming. Is there one called Sacrifice Room? Or?
Jimbo sees a dial that you can turn. It says on the dial, it says caretaker. And it's like in maybe like the 10% position.
So like, it looks like it's already turned all the way up.
No, it looks like it's just barely turned up. Like if it was numbered 1 to 10, it'd be on 1.
Oh.
Like it's just barely turned. Because you can see like that notch where it's off and the notch where it's full. It's just barely turned.
Seems odd. They didn't want anyone here. Why are poison darts the only deterrent?
Maybe that thing that ate part of your leg.
I get it.
Maybe that thing that ate part of your leg is a bigger deterrent. If you get past that, you've already been eaten up, so you get some poison in the belly. So I'm imagining there's not many people that would just walk over that. You know? Not many races that
Poison would have been first if they were smart.
Maybe that's for people leaving. They weren't supposed to leave. We came in the exit.
He's wrestling with the idea of turning the knob.
Yeah, ask me if I ask any other opinions in the room.
What do you know what the levers do?
Well, I hit the.
No, the levers are on the wall. It's a whole separate.
Is that where it says like the rooms?
No.
Oh, that's what. I
Yeah.
actually hit the dining room. Whatever
Yeah.
it is, the switcher button or did.
Yeah, you push it. Not that you can tell from where you're at.
Well, that button did. Maybe.
See?
You
Did you do that?
That's what happens.
I'm just gonna start turning
Speaker
it
in the wall.
I just start turning it on and off. Just flipping the switch. I break it.
He does that thing where when you break a button on your keyboard, you're trying to put it back in, and you just like kick it. I got it. Delete 3 lines of the letter K now, but
Jimbo's gonna turn it to 2.
okay. There's nothing that you
Nothing
can tell.
happens. You turn it to 3.
Does it go to 11?
It goes to 10.
Crank it up to 11.
Put it back on.
He's just sitting there like, and he turns all the way up to 10, back down, back up again.
In another part, there's like this thing. Like I'm over here flipping this switch, so there's like shit going on in the dining room. He's over turning a knob. I'd say go get the bear, go start throwing some switches on the
It's
wall.
not doing anything, and he backs away from it, forgetting to turn it away from 10, so it's still all the way up.
Okay. I was about to ask, what do you leave it on?
I'm imagining I leave the.
Are the levers on the wall labeled or at all?
They look like they were, but they were labeled with wooden plaques that are corroded and
We gotta push the dust
very
off.
difficult. You could make out like letters, but it's whole words harder. You find it odd that they were labeled with wood. Everything else is made of like metal and plastic.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch.
A rabbit by the tail. If he hollers, you bit him.
If he
And
hollers,
poisoned him with darts.
Could be the
Hug him
poison
and
talking,
squeeze
but
him.
what the hell?
he just grabs like the
Grab
third
one.
end. I'm standing there going,
There's 5 levers.
my mother told me.
Which one do you want to grab? Starting from the if the left is 1, which number do you want to grab?
3.
Okay, right in the
Dead
middle.
middle.
Funny you should say that particular phrase. No.
Well, that's where we went down the middle.
No, dead middle.
Oh. Oh.
So you hear the sound of stone sliding against stone
That's
and rushing water.
Oh.
Awesome.
Where's that button that says don't push?
Does it sound like it's coming towards us?
Sounds like it's underneath you,
Ah.
coming from the direction you came
Oh,
from.
God.
Logic would dictate you probably are draining the other room.
Oh, hey, we can go find out what bitching.
Hit the don't push button.
Okay, I'm gonna pull number 5.
I'm gonna go push the don't push me button. I'm obsessed with this button. You're gonna have to stop me if you don't want me to do this.
Okay, which position did you leave the dining hall button or switch? On or off?
I'm dead
I'm
serious.
imagining in my head the thing turning on the switch being pushed back and forth.
Yeah.
And then Jimbo pulls a lever.
Well, he's gonna start throwing levers. I'm pushing my button.
Alright.
Choose door number 3.
You got a new car!
I want.
What's a car?
I want a donkey. Woo! Talking donkey?
No.
No. Yay! It's not.
like Eddie Murphy.
I was gonna say, yay! It's not Eddie Murphy.
So, you hear, when you pull the lever, you hear kind of like a hissing sound behind one wall. And,
Is it a creeper or TNT?
That was my question.
sounds like,
Either way, it's gonna blow up.
Hit the dirt! There's no dirt! Hit the rocks!
I'm thinking the sound like when you stab like a bike tire, that hissing sound that comes out. That's what I'm thinking of. But you hear it coming clearly from behind the wall that doesn't have anything on it. And when you push the button labeled "Don't push,"
Everything blows up.
all the lights on the console turn off. Like all the buttons that were lit just go dark.
Oh. Found the power button. Found the off button.
And the whole room kind of starts to rumble and shake. There's no switch, there's no back off.
Oh god.
Why do they have these buttons?
Why do they make them so enticing with the big red? Why don't they just, put this button and make it like a green button over there?
What's funny is if they did that, you would push it thinking, oh, that's not going to do anything.
Yeah. Red means danger. Danger is mine. Middleman.
I want to make a console at one point, and I'm literally going to have a button that says only push if drunk. Just to see how many people push it. All my friends will push it.
Okay, so what's happening?
Right now, the room is shaking.
My bad. If you want to turn into a bunny, I can kind of guard you from the...
So the room's shaking. Is anything else happening?
No. Not that you can see. You still hear the hissing and the rushing water. The rushing water is getting louder, I suppose.
But under.
Yeah.
We just murdered the... I don't think we were the right ones to come into this room.
Does the path keep going, or do we need to
No,
go?
that's a dead end.
This
room
is
is
the
the end
dead
of
end. I'm dead serious. I'm okay with coddling you like a bunny and running through and taking the... not poison.
running through the 5-foot tall hallway.
Thor make door, Ichigo make hallway.
Just that Ichigo head-shaped mark going through the hallway.
Yes. It's removable.
I can take a whole foot off. Yep, your head under one arm.
No, I take the head and I jam the rabbit in the head, and I run through. More protection.
So at this point, we should probably go back.
We shouldn't have
Well,
pushed it.
our work is done.
Well, we've screwed up royally. Let us leave. With haste.
Future technology and fantasy.
We don't know what's going on. Ooh.
It's the best thing ever. Like, if the wizard had been here, you would have been fine, because he would have been like, I get this. I'm from a time period where this makes sense.
I guess I could have made a Archon.
Well, no, just because he's from the future.
Oh. Yeah, but he's touching a wall.
He's touching a giant orb.
Mm.
I guess we're gonna go back.
Okay. As you get to the doorway, at first, it looks like a stone wall has slid straight up. And then about half a second later, you realize the whole room has just gone down. The doorway's still there. It's just up higher now.
You turned on the elevator.
You can hear the whole room is just falling. And you hear like the stone rip, and then you're moving like backwards, and you can see the water because you've separated from the wall now. So you basically don't have a wall on one side.
Oh God!
So you can see the water pushing the whole room. An entire room made out of stone, by the way, is being floated on a water current.
I think we found the emergency exit.
I told you not to flush the toilet. Well, crap.
That's what's all over the floor.
Maybe dropping bricks again.
No, bunnies. Bunny presents.
Now what do we do?
Now we switch back to...
We stick our head between our legs and kiss our asses goodbye.
Now we switch back to the other group, which reaches a nice room. It's a very large room with bookshelves all through. It looks like just to read the names of every book in there would take you a week. There's that many books.
And a fuck ton of books. Okay, you said,
For clarification, we're back to Thornburg.
Thermos, you said that. I was like, wait, he made the joke Thermos. What was his real name? You said that you might know something about this. Can you at least narrow it down?
Oh yes, it should be in the eastern corner. That narrows it down to about it narrows it down to about 400 books.
We're kind of on a timetable here.
Says, well then look faster.
I'm about to smack him. And I was the one being nice to him.
He says, come on, let's go look. See if I can find a shelf that would help.
Okay. Just see the hand tense up and it's like...
Reading all these books is useless for Thor.
He's just going to read the last page so he knows how the story is.
He just starts opening up books. Butler did it.
10 books in. Oh, it's so sad. Next book.
See it coming.
Looking for pictures.
He opens one, he flips right in the center. There's like 3 pictures of pages of pictures from the movie.
I wonder why that had a different cover.
Miss books that used to do that.
They don't make them nearly as much as they used to.
Yeah.
Even when they make the movie books, they don't put them in the middle anymore.
Yeah. It made no sense, but it's hilarious.
It's so stupid.
But like, by the way, this is what everybody looks like in the movie.
Yeah, in the middle of the book.
Yeah, it was one of those things where you get the book, you can clearly tell where it is, so you just flip that first.
Yeah.
And then you rip them out of the book.
I guess let's do some perceptions.
Insight.
Insights. Ooh, that's...
24.
27.
I thought you were going to go, not as good.
27. That was with a 9.
So, you're looking for maybe 10, 15 minutes. You're just kind of checking the different books, and he's telling you, no, that one won't help. No, that one won't help. Stop looking on that shelf. No, that one.
I'm gonna smack this ghost. I'm going to smack him.
I
don't care if my hand goes straight through his head. I'm gonna hit him.
And you get to a shelf, and he goes, "Now that looks about right." And he kind of points to like 4 of the books, and he says, "One of those should help you."
I'll take 3 on the right, you take the 1 on the left.
Like you're saying this, knowing you're the least likely one in this room to be able to read.
Yeah.
But nobody knows that. I'll just look at the pictures and pretend.
Pretending I'm
You're
smart.
grabbing this one.
Ooh.
22.
Jimbo, take my damage.
Jimbo's not here.
Yeah. So.
Another inside
They have to switch characters.
Same roll. What's up?
Nice. Okay.
Oh, good that I'm rolling that.
Okay. So, you find one that actually talks for like 2 chapters specifically about catalysts.
Okay.
It's a little over your head. But you're pretty sure if you take it back, somebody could translate. You have several mages in the party.
Do I need this stamped?
He says, "Oh, you can't take it out of the library."
Or say we can.
Well, I say you can't.
What
It's my
you gonna
library.
Who's gonna stop you and what army? Who's gonna stop us?
Not like you can stop me.
He snaps his finger and a book hits Thor in the head.
I was about to say you and what army. Oh, we're in a
He should look at
library.
you.
Greatest weapon of all time.
Let's go.
You just got hit in the head. Yeah.
I like to point out Barton's one holding the book.
Wait, he's faster than I am.
No, he's not.
Here, you hold this.
You're faster. Fight!
Don't have to be fastest, I just have to be faster than the slowest guy. Which I guess in this case would be fastest.
It's a 2-man race. Wait. I just thought of something. How the fuck are we gonna get back up? We came down a slide.
Another book hits him in the head.
Well, I believe we've run out of the room by now, at least into the dining room.
Yeah, as you're running, the
Well,
several
there's that-
fly at you guys.
The other path goes to rushing water. Do we still have the water?
Yeah, do we see her in the water when
Yeah,
we
you
get
still
up?
hear the water. As you're running out.
Okay, give
The
it
ghost-
to my
The ghost is keeping up with you, but he appears to be casually strolling.
I just imagine he's actually walking with him. He's whistling. Every once in a while his hand comes out. And I say this.
If he can throw books at us, why can't he just take the book from our hands?
I pointed it out!
Nobody said he couldn't.
No. Well, he's been not trying very hard.
Okay, I can take that.
Ghost.
No, it's Thor's hand starts smacking into Barton's face.
Because I pointed it out. I didn't throw it.
And then Barton goes, "Oh, he is trying." Thor goes, "No, that was me, dumbass."
It just hit me. I was like, wait, if he's throwing books at us, why don't we just take the damn thing out of our hands? I mean, I could understand if it went, whoa.
Knowing that it doesn't seem possible to get back up the thing we slid down on, I'm going to go.
Yeah, we're
Towards
heading
the
for the water.
You get about 10 feet down the hall and are hit by rushing water.
Alright.
Wait, no, it's coming. This was your plan.
As the water pushes you past the ghost, he just looks at you smiling.
This is gonna ruin this book!
Now Thor just yells, asshole!
You just see this.
The water current actually hits some sort of invisible barrier and takes you back to the dining hall. So it doesn't go to the library. He goes, oh good, somebody turned that on.
This is all our fault.
I knew it was. I like that we're fucking ourselves up. That's the best part. So do we just get deposited in the dining room then?
The water rushes into the dining room. You have roll me perceptions, since you are being tumbled by the water.
14. No,
Natural 20.
15, sorry.
What do you need to see? I see it.
As you're being tumbled through the water, you notice before you hit it, because you're headed straight for it, all the runes on the table are lit up.
Man, crap. Oh yeah, I did turn on the dining room.
As you get to the table, Barton slams into the table right in the gut.
Oh,
Thor phases right through it.
that fucker!
And the room begins filling up with water. And the table is it's maybe waist high.
I just like the idea.
So Thor hits like a wall on the other side, you hit the table, and as the water touches the runes, you hear like sizzling, and the table begins to crack.
Well, I know that the slide's there, but arrow. I don't have to make steps or make ladder.
The ghost appears right in the center of the table. He goes, "You broke my table."
Your table broke me, son of a bitch.
He says,
I was nice to you.
He says,
I was gonna bring the book back.
He says, fair enough. And he kind of turns to Thor. He says,
throw it.
can I have my book back now?
We need it.
You're getting it all wet.
I had nothing to do with the water. I don't know why I said that. Imagine I'm still slumped over the table.
Thor need book. You're dead. Thor take book.
Logic.
I'm sure I'm more suited to read it than you are.
We have friends.
He looks at you and goes, really? I would have never guessed.
Oh, fuck you.
See? Ghost dick.
To be fair, at the beginning, you were right.
I love that at this point the ghost has devolved into like the 12-year-old you meet on Xbox Live. He's just like sitting there trolling you.
I know.
I'm waiting for a your mom joke.
My brother was a saint.
Your mother was an orc. So?
And?
He just stops, turns his head. No, Mom, I'm in the middle of something.
Would you like some cookie? No! We did go down.
Playing a game.
We did go down. And it did flood. This is a basement.
It's about chest height now. I imagine Thor's probably standing.
I'm
He didn't get hit very hard.
I'm pushing myself away from the table finally. Dick. I'm kind of weighty now. Just punching the fucking ghost in the dick.
Well, he's still standing over the table. He's floating above the water.
This ghost doesn't want to get wet. Whee!
He says, oh, I don't mind getting wet, but it's very difficult to do to me. That's gross, sir.
That's my answer to that, sir. Next answer is an arrow. I don't care if it won't do anything.
No, you it would. Okay.
Good chance it would.
So it is filling up rapidly.
So is there like a barrier in the door whenever we came?
You can hear like cracking, stone cracking, like outside of the room, well, and from the table.
Because I want to look out that doorway. I'm guessing that we came in.
Oh,
Oh, it was just a hole in the wall. I wasn't sure if there was a.
what was the doorway and then you slid down, right? That one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just like a hole in the wall.
Yeah, it's just like it actually just looked like a natural cave formation that you got in this room.
Can we reach it? How far up is it?
A couple more minutes of water filling up, you'd probably be able to reach it.
Keep him talking. Can you swim?
I imagine he could. He lives on the water.
Yeah.
Door.
Yeah.
He did.
I don't know.
Came from
Yeah.
Neverwinter.
Oh, yeah,
He's on the
yeah.
water.
Neverwinter.
I couldn't remember where he was from.
I'd be a pretty piss poor outdoorsman if I couldn't at least tread water.
He'd take a penalty for his armor, but I'm sure his athletics is enough to make up for that.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty good on swimming.
Okay, so as that fills up, as Shinta gets back to the point where everybody's split off, you can definitely hear cracking stone and rushing water now.
He ducks out the door.
I'm gonna go.
Mind you,
Being invisible doesn't help if I'm wet.
this is all our fault. Twice now.
I'm gonna try to look down the hallway that they went down, see if I can see anything at all. Or are they too long?
They look like natural cave formations for a while.
But I mean, like, can I see an ending to them, or are they too long?
Yeah, it's too long and dark to really get a good idea of what's down them without walking down there yourself.
Let's see. So I went down one. That leaves 4 that I personally have not gone down, right?
Yes.
I go down the first one. So the one, like, immediately next to where Shinta, the one that Shinta went down. So going.
Need to change batteries. I never took off last sessions.
It's full.
Yeah, it's got 4 minutes left. So no video for the rest of this. Saves me some trouble, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm glad I checked it. Alright,
So basically, starting at the main hallway, a left and a right.
okay.
Which I think nobody has gone down yet, if I'm correct.
Yeah, I don't think anybody went down that one either.
So we have a water trap and a ghost for 2 idiots. Ichigo and Jimbo's wild ride over there. And the only guy who probably made any progress going, yeah, it's kind of shaky. I'll go down the next one.
So, you walk for maybe 2 minutes. It kind of winds a little bit, and the hallway just kind of straightens, and on both sides what appear to be windows looking into other rooms.
You just found the control room. Well, you found the
Observation
the
deck.
observation deck.
The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look out to the left, which, if I'm right, would be looking into the room I just came out of.
You're gonna look to the left, which if I'm right.
If I'm correct, would be looking into the room I just came out of.
Well,
that
you
way?
kind of went. It was curvy, but you kind of went like in a straight line. It just was kind of curvy how it got there.
Yeah, I get.
No, I get that, but
Yeah.
I want to see if, like, these rooms look into where I think they should be looking into. Like, in my mind, I should be looking, if I look left, I should see the room I just came out of. If I
you mean like
right,
with the altar and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And if I look right, I should see where Barton and Thor went. So I don't know what their room looks like, but I do know what mine looks like, so I want to confirm that. So what do I see when I look out the left windows?
A library.
Oh, okay. What about if I look out the right windows?
It looks like an empty room. But there happens to be somebody pacing back and forth.
Is somebody I recognize, or what does he look like?
Dude in rags. Looks like he hasn't bathed in days.
Is there anything at
The
the end
water
of the
sounds
hallway?
like it's above your head.
Is there anything at the end of the hallway, or is this where it ends?
No, it keeps going. Yeah, there's probably like 6 or 8 rooms. If you.
Yeah, I'll keep going and keep looking into the windows.
Okay. You see along the left wall. You see library. A place. With like one wall that looks like it's broken and water rushing underneath. Then you see. Oh, that's. Then you see the altar, the round one with the altar, or not the altar, the round one with the chandelier, not the altar one.
Okay.
And then the last one appears to just be an empty room. And then on the right you see the dude pacing, followed by a large circular room with a dining table filled with water and 2 of your friends, and some dudes standing above the water. And then you see what looks the last one on the right, because there's 3 on the right and 4 on the left. The last one on the right seems to be rushing water leading outside like a waterfall.
We brought water to the poor people.
I don't know if they were having a drought.
Can I open these windows, or are they?
No, they look like they were formed with the mountain. Like whatever did it was probably magical.
Alright, I'm gonna go to the one of the completely empty, almost useless looking room. I'm just gonna bash the glass as hard as I can with my sword. Does it shatter?
No. It's pretty thick.
I kind of imagined he'd find the room with Ichigo and Jimbo, and we're just.
You see where that room's supposed to be?
I just wanted it to be us, the 2 of us, like calling out to each other, yelling as we're going down. Whatever this is.
Really don't know what I can do from here.
Not much besides look. I don't think they're actually glass. I think
I'll take the ball out of my pocket and see if it responds to anything.
The crack kind of glows. Like there's something inside of it lighting up.
If I take it near each of the rooms, does it react stronger to any particular one?
No.
Well, I guess seeing that you guys probably look panicked, right?
What? Which one?
The floating room.
The floating room.
No, we're cracking wise against. Our idea is to wait for it. We're waiting for the water.
They're just treading water being dicks.
Yeah, basically. I mean, you could say we're looking because we're treading.
Barton looks like he might have been in pain recently.
Yeah, I'm not happy. And Thor is Thor.
I'm annoyed.
Like, if somebody were looking out onto you, do you look like you would be in need of help, or?
It doesn't look like we're doing too well if we're letting the water fill and we're not actually fighting. Because if you can't hear us, you just notice that we're.
It just looks like the 2 of you are having a conversation as you tread water.
Yeah.
Well, if they're not fighting, then I don't really think they're in immediate danger. So
I'm not gonna flail my arms around or anything.
I'm gonna back out to the main lobby again and go down the hallway that nobody has gone down yet, which in my mind will probably go to that guy in rags.
Okay. So as he walks that way down that hallway, Barton and Thor, remember which pair was which? Barton and Thor, man, the water's up high enough that you can get out
Smell you later, ghost.
The ghost is standing in the doorway at this point. And
Thor's gonna walk through him.
He's a ghost. He stops me, I get to punch him.
Yeah, Thor walks through him, Barton actually bumps into him.
I don't have the fucking book! Is he crowding the
solid,
entire
dude.
door?
He's standing in front of he's solid dude.
I punch him in the fucking face! Now roll an attack!
You take 3 damage.
Of course I do!
You are electrocuted as you punch him in the face. Don't start that.
If you want somebody to stop the book, you should stop the guy with the book. That's what I tell him.
He says, it's not my fault you ran into me.
Get out of my fucking way!
This is all you're doing.
Eat your goddamn food.
Thor told so.
You shut your damn whore mouth.
The ghost, he's gonna attack you back.
Oh, well, I punch him.
No. Got a 2 in it. So he swings and he swings very much like you would expect a mage to swing a fist.
So, not very well. Did you say I took damage? Because I wasn't very
Oh yeah, you took 3 damage from when you did.
Okay. Okay.
You can probably get by him now.
Okay. I imagine he swings.
Duck
and
Hunter is very poorly aimed swing.
I just go like this and just sidle around him.
Imagine he was doing the whole.
Well, I imagine he was like. I imagine he threw everything he had into it, and I just kind of.
He does that spin around thing.
I just take like a step to the left. And just kind of go around him and go. I'm not gonna touch him, but good job, jackass.
What's funny is because as far as you know, the water was a defense mechanism he triggered.
Yeah, as far as I know.
Which makes it better.
As far as I know, he called upon the water. We got back to Ichigo.
I'd like to point out, I knew you were going to push buttons. And I set up the water before you even got to the room.
You put us both in room with buttons. The only one in this entire group that might not have pushed the buttons.
Yeah.
I know Barton would have pushed the button. He wouldn't have thought about it. He'd go,
He wouldn't have even known what it
shiny."
is. I would imagine Thor would have not pushed the button.
Only because he would have been annoyed by it.
Well, no, Barton would have known what the button was. They have, like, pseudo-technology in Dragon Age.
Not as advanced as
They don't
that.
have buttons and...
The Dweemers and everything? Or Dweemers, whatever you want to call them?
Dwemer is a magical rune.
What am I thinking of? Think of, like, the little machines that you can push buttons and they pop out of statues.
No idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, they're in
Dragon Age is more medieval than Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, I know. There was buttons in it, though. I distinctly remember pushing a button at some
I
point.
pushed a button, I know what.
You push buttons to play the game.
Oh yeah. So I'm cycling around the ghost. Is he gonna try to swing again? Should I kick him in the butt? Give him a wedgie.
You actually find that it feels very difficult to walk on the solid ground. Like your feet feel like they're sinking as you're walking.
Having troubles walking back here.
Try floating.
I'm doing my best. If you want me to roll,
Thor just comes back there and just picks him up by the collar.
yeah.
Thor can't actually touch him. Your hand goes right through him.
I know. I shouldn't eat the damn food.
Roll me an insight.
Me?
Yeah.
14.
you know
That
that
was a bad idea.
Thor can't touch you. You're having trouble touching anything except the ghost and the table in the other room.
Wait, I have an idea.
It's a bad idea. You're skinny enough, Barton. No.
I want to be pretty.
Anyway,
Just crying in the corner. Anyway, I know
So-
that. Yeah, it was a bad idea.
Ichigo and Thor.
Thor's totally in the corner.
Ichigo and Jimbo.
Oh.
I don't know why I said Ichigo and Thor. You and you.
Oh, as opposed to him and me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Me and him, not him. Okay.
Ichigo and Jimbo are rushing through the water, and then their entire, what was left of the 5 pieces of the wall, it all just breaks apart.
Oh, lovely.
The ceiling, which you would expect to just fall on you, actually like flies off to the side, and you're just on, and the piece you're on the floor begins to crumble. So you're on like a much smaller platform, and it starts to spin as you're flowing through the water.
Somebody is gonna throw up. And I don't have a mouth!
That would be me.
So you really are effectively being flushed.
Yeah. Wait, are we spinning clockwise or counter?
You're traveling along a path, and you do see a light at the end of the tunnel.
Ah!
The bear goes, I've been through this before! Don't make me do it again.
I just imagine that it keeps getting smaller and then it does happen. Ah! The bear is keeping up, just floating next.
Shinta finds himself, as he steps into what looks like a normal cave, like a normal part of the cave, he feels, like as he blinks, he feels something pull him, and he is standing on a silver platform, suspended in the air, in a big orb, spherical room. And the entire room appears to be made of silver.
This isn't one of the rooms I saw.
No.
Okay.
Put him in Magneto's prison?
The first thing I'm gonna do is check the orb again, see if it's reacting any differently.
Oh, it's lit up like it was before. You notice it wasn't lit up once you left the other room, and now it is again.
Okay. So it's just suspended in midair.
Yeah, you don't see anything above you.
What if I look over the side? Is there anything below me?
It doesn't look like there's any way into this room. Like it's definitely completely sealed. So the only way in is probably the only way out is probably the way you got in.
What, to be just sucked back out?
Well, whatever magic brought you in, how you did back out.
I'm gonna try leaning my weight to one side of the platform and see if it moves.
You feel like it's moving, but everything is identical, so you actually, gravity could be shifting and you would have no idea.
Yeah, this is gonna be a mind fuck.
So you can't see anything moving, but it feels like you're shifting.
I'm gonna take a rope and just hold it very, very loosely and try that again to see if like it flails up like wind is blowing it.
It always points down at the disc.
Okay.
You hear screaming. Sounds like a rockman and a rabbit.
No. What I can do about it. I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna gonna try to use Arcana on the orb to find out why it's glowing in the rooms but not in the hallways. Not bad. 20?
You're not entirely sure about the other room. This room, you feel like you notice that the orb, even though you're holding it, seems to kind of spin in your hand a little bit.
Yes.
Like you don't feel anything, but it visually begins, it looks like it's spinning. And you feel like it's connected to the room you're in somehow.
So
First instinct.
You feel like the whole room begins to spin as you turn it upside down.
Just imagine. Just throwing it.
Do I feel like I'm upside down after I do that, or does it feel basically the same to me?
It feels like gravity is oriented at the disc,
Okay.
but it feels like the room is moving.
So I feel like I'm basically the center of gravity now, so everything is moving around me.
Just
As ridiculous as it sounds, I'm going to try physically just bringing my arm down with the orb in it to see if I can feel the room actually moving downwards.
Nah, you remain. I mean, it still feels like.
Okay, so I can rotate it, but I can't actually move it through space.
Or if you do,
You're moving inside of it, too. I have a feeling you're being... I know this is... But you're being, like, held in the middle of the room. And no matter where it is, your orientation is down, so you're not just floating around.
Right.
Like, almost like you're not, but you're stuck to this platform. Like,
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Basically, you're floating in the middle of a ball, and it's moving around you, but you can't do anything about it. You break it open. Then you break it open, a giant sword comes through and pierces you in the head. Make a new cat.
He's got more. Definitely.
Do I see along the lines of the room any cracks or similar to the ones in the orb?
No, it actually looks completely solid, like there's no seams.
Okay. I wasn't sure if maybe like I was inside the orb even though I was holding it.
Men in Black style.
Yeah, basically.
Those are the best.
Do I hear anything or?
You still hear like rushing water, and you can literally hear Ichigo and Jimbo.
How close do they sound?
Like they're right outside.
Do we sound like we're getting closer to them?
No, it sounds like you're like right next to them.
I'm gonna try knocking on the orb, like just with my hand, just kind of.
Is that already being there?
Where is it?
You don't hear anything.
But then you hear it from the outside.
I'll try shouting to see if they can hear me.
Roll me a perception.
Perception for the other character.
Yeah, did you go to Jimbo this time?
Jimbo. Perception.
I'll have 2, thank you.
21.
16.
They hear rushing water.
Ah!
And each other screams. And the bear yelling at Jimbo. I should have told you not to touch that. You should have known better.
Yeah, you should have known better. And your friend, he's a bad influence on you.
I did not miss him at all.
I heard that!
How far do I seem to be away from the walls?
Probably good 10 feet suspended.
Perfect. I'm gonna take the rope.
And I'm going to tie something heavy that Shinta owns to it.
Shinta's left leg.
Oh, I know exactly what I'll tie to it. I'm gonna tie my scythe to it, my Cursey Gamma thing.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna beam it at the wall while I hold on to it with the rope. To see if they can hear like the bang.
It kind of smacks into the wall and slides down. And you hear it like scraping along. They don't hear anything. But you do notice that it scrapes. It actually went like all the way around. It's actually like behind you on the other wall now. It's actually like orbiting you now. As it scrapes along the wall.
Tied to a rope?
Yeah, when he's holding it, it's just. And he's got like, what do you got, like 50 feet of rope or something? So it's just going around.
Yeah, so it's basically just kind of rotating in my hand. Fuck it, I'm just gonna step off the platform. I'm out of ideas.
Well, this was a good life. Maybe I'll come back with something better.
You step off, and you feel instantly like you're plummeting from the top of a building, and then you feel like, and then you just feel yourself like on solid ground, and the platform is underneath you again.
Oh, so it's the skateboards from Ninja Turtles, or the surfboards.
They follow you wherever you go.
Am I back in the center of the room like I was just teleported back to where I was?
Yeah, it's like you stepped off, and then
Everything caught up.
everything like turned and you landed back on it. So you never actually made it out of the center of the room.
I'm gonna put the orb down.
Okay. Ready to
I'm
back
gonna
up.
go around it. Then I'm gonna jump down.
Okay. Well, when you let go, it's no longer physically touching you. The orb rolls off the edge, and you can tell it goes underneath the platform. And then the entire room lights up, like blinding you for a second. And you can clearly hear a very snotty voice saying, "Please give me my book back."
Oh god. Then you're, fuck you!
And then you land on top of Thor.
Sorry.
You and Thor in a heap.
And I'm laughing. And yelling, fuck you to the ghost.
He goes, "Oh, good, somebody's come to help me." He says, "Please retrieve my book for me.
I
These
don't.
hooligans."
Fuck
What
that guy in the face!
What did the book contain?
Doesn't matter, it's my book.
Well, why did they take it?
Because they're assholes.
He started it!
No, he started it.
They're all just pointing at each other.
I can play this in the door.
May I see the book, please?
He has it.
I flip it open.
As soon as you take it, he holds out his hand.
Hold your horses, buddy.
I start flipping through it. I see the chapter about the catalyst.
You don't know what a catalyst is.
Yeah. Well. Oh yeah, that's right. He only explained it to you. So I'll go. I'll say, "Why did you two need this? It seems like gibberish."
We think it might be able to get rid of the dome.
I turned to the ghost. I said, "We are trying to get rid of this dome. If I give you my word that I'll return it afterwards, may I please borrow it temporarily?"
No. I don't care about the dome. Didn't interrupt my home.
Told you he was a dick!
He is a dick. Okay, well, is there something I can offer you in exchange to borrow the book?
Your life?
Not his life. Pick one. You can have either of them.
No, he can't!
No. Life is too precious to give up for something like this. Is there anything else?
No.
Ruffles in my pockets. I have some arrows and a dagger.
Some lint.
Your
Wait, I need
dumbass
that
ate
lint.
his food. You should stay.
I was trying to be polite.
This is very important.
See where that got you.
And I will be taking it one way or another, but I'd like to do so on good terms.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
He smacks Barton upside the head.
Jesus!
Thor make door.
Can you make doors through ghosts?
The water is up to like your shins now.
Look how this is the most passive-aggressive theft ever. We're sauntering. We're sauntering out of this place. We're just kind of walking. Stop! No!
Well, I'm sorry we couldn't end this on good terms. I'll just put the book in my bag and walk out.
I follow.
I'm following too.
He says, "Fine, if that's the way we're going to do it."
We've been doing it this way for a while now.
Because I tried to reason with you.
Reason gave up at the...
Wait, I have one more idea before we do anything too harsh. Do either of you know what's going on in this book?
No, we were hoping a wizard would know.
Can you even read?
Granted, he doesn't know I'm from another dimension.
Yeah. He also doesn't know you're like from the hill people.
He also doesn't know that I'm a fucking...
Thor
Like
just gives him
the
one.
ghost, still angry, goes, "That's what I said."
Okay, let me ask you this. Would you be willing to just make sense of this book for us so we can take the knowledge out and leave the book with you?
I have no problem explaining it to you. They wanted to take the book.
Why did you assholes try this?
One for you, and one for you! And look, they dance! Now you wish you had the camera working.
I didn't even think about that.
I wish the camera was working.
That's an in-character response. Why did you try this?
I'm a barbarian motherfucker, and he make door.
Neither of them would have tried it.
Granted.
Of course, you don't know that, but
I say, well, I'm very sorry for all the trouble we caused. Please excuse them. They're more of our brutish types. Could you please tell me what's going on in this book?
I guess I should.
cultured snobs.
I guess you're not cultured anymore because that didn't take. And I should stop trying to be a nice person and just say fuck you to everybody I meet.
He says, "Let me see the book."
Then hand it to him.
How do we know he's truthful?
If he isn't, we'll steal it back.
You already had it. You just handed it back. He
Place
takes
is
it.
filling with water. How are we going to get back?
I'll get it.
He opens the book. He flips to the chapter. Says, "Okay, lesson 1: Don't steal from me, dick." And he claps his hands, and the ground splits, and you fall in.
Asshole!
Well, if you had tried that at the beginning...
We're falling. Now you get both of them.
Well, you should have tried it at the beginning.
You fall,
And they don't dance.
you land with a thump on top of Ichigo and Jimbo on this tiny little platform. Just in time to go over a waterfall.
Damn it!
As we're going over the waterfall, I'm looking around to see if I can find the dome.
It's pitch black out there. You can't-
Okay, that's what I was wondering if it took us out of the town or not.
No.
Well, that didn't work.
Well, you weren't doing too well.
No,
You find
that
it.
worked.
You
But
do
we
all
had
find
the
it-
book!
You do all find it odd that you saw a light at the end of the tunnel, but as soon as you went through the entrance, it's no light. It's completely black.
That was odd. But I have
That's
more,
why I was looking for the dome.
But we have more pressing matters.
And we're gonna cut it there.
That's going over a waterfall.